Welcome in. LastWord Productions podcast once again. Your host Tavares Wilson, man. Back live another Thursday. A lot of NFL news to discuss. A lot of moves and transactions we need to talk about. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, I get
Oh,
you, bro.
all right. Well, a lot of transactions and things we need to talk about and discuss, man. So before we get into that, man, be sure to like, subscribe to the channel if you're not doing so already. Hit the bell notification to be notified whenever we go live. Remember, we also on Facebook. So if you live on Facebook right now too, welcome in. But with all that being said, man, we got the same guys here, man, as always. We got Will in the building. What's up, Will?
What's good, bro?
Not much chilling, man. Chilling. We got Breeze in the building. What's up, Breeze? How you feeling?
Yo, what's good, my boy?
And last but not least, we got Larry. What's up, my man? How you doing, bro?
It's good, fellas. How y'all doing?
All right, so let's jump right into it, man. NFL free agency, man. A lot of good, a lot of bad. We see some teams falling into the pit of paying guys for more what we believe they're worth, but we also see some teams that have gotten significantly better. So before I get into the
Mm.
winners and losers, who we all think are the winners and losers, let me hear let me hear one move that really impressed y'all that y'all thought was just like this is actually going to work in this team's favor greatly. So I'll start with you. Who you think made one of the better moves in your opinion?
I wouldn't say just one specific move, just in general as a team, the Commanders. Just I see like they really after being in purgatory for so much time, for being like the laughing stock of like their division for so long, like they got their quarterback, and you would naturally think, okay, they got their quarterback, they're gonna slowly make progress. Nah, the things that they've done in free agency so far have really put them. I'm not gonna say they're on the Eagles level, but they're right there looking in the window at the Eagles as currently constructed. With the Eagles taking the losses and everything. So I want to say the Commanders in general, man. Magic Johnson came to that ownership group, and they turned the franchise around in such a expeditious manner. I didn't expect it to happen that fast. With the Giants declining, obviously they don't have a direction right now, and Dallas being Dallas, they really came in and solidified at worst that they're number two in that division.
Okay, I mean, I don't. I agree with everything you said in regards to Washington, but I think I think the Giants have gotten a little better. I'm not gonna lie. But what you got, Larry? Who you say? Who's impressed you the most so far? Like what
A
move has
team
impressed?
like what move?
Yeah.
Mm, shit, there's a lot to go around, honestly. I kind of shouted them out earlier, but I do like that the Steelers when they got DK Metcalf. Um, the price tag, I mean, however you feel, DK is worth, but I do think he's a valuable asset to that offense who is run heavy, but it obviously seems that they want to kind of get more involved in the pass game with such a duo. So I do like the DK move. I like I don't like it, but Joey Bosa going to the Patriots. I mean the Bills. I'm sorry. Um,
Mm,
just an addition like that to that defense is it unfortunately is going to be dangerous on that defensive line. It's a lot of moves out there, man. I like that Shavarius Ward got picked up by the Colts. I feel like that was a good need, and he's a really good player.
Be quiet.
It's a lot of moves out there, I like, honestly.
okay. What you got, Will? What a move impressed you the most so far?
I think the best move. Um, I don't know, man. That's a hard one. I think there's the main one. If I had to go out on a limb and say, I think the best overall signing would be Charvarius Ward to the Colts. I think it's in my opinion, the main thing they needed on that defensive side of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he's a fringe all-pro caliber corner, so he has the ability to go play with, he has the ability to go play on any wide receiver that you put across from him, good enough to be able to help a defense.
Okay. I mean, it's crazy, man. Y'all all saying a lot of good things. But I think, to me, in my opinion, man, the biggest move for me was honestly, Larry Tunsil going to the Commanders. I thought that was huge, man, and he was exactly what they needed on the offensive line. They needed a sturdy anchor at tackle to protect Jaden Daniels' blind side to help him develop a little more, and just ultimately, yeah, he had some penalty issues last season, but at the end of the day, when Larry Tunsil was right, he's one of the 3 best tackles in the league. So you get a huge upside on a much, much needed position group. So I think that's nothing but great news for them. But as far as like, and we're gonna transition off to the next topic. As far as
I didn't
winners
even know
like
he went to the
overall,
Commanders.
huh?
I didn't even know he went to the Commanders, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he traded
he
to the
got traded though.
Commanders.
Yeah, see, I've been working all day. Missed it.
This
Yeah,
was a few
it
days
happened
ago.
yesterday, I think.
Oh, yesterday. Oh, shit. I was working
It
all
was
yesterday.
yesterday or the day
I
before. He was one of them.
worked like 24 hours these past 2 days.
But yeah, man, it's it's a lot of good moves players made. I mean, not players, teams made. But with that being said, man, let's go ahead and get off into who we think are the biggest winners and losers. So I'm gonna start with the winners first. No one to like talk about losers. So to me, in my opinion, the biggest winners so far, to me, I said this a later earlier, man. I think the Patriots are having a phenomenal offseason. I hate to say it as a Dolphin
I
fan,
agree.
but they are doing amazing things right now, man. I mean, going to get probably the hottest commodity on the market, Milton Williams, was huge. Going out to get Harold Landry was a great move, in my opinion. You also go out and get Morgan Moses to help solidify a good offensive line, but now it's just that much better with him there. Then you just talk about the other additions, Spillane, Carlton Davis. Like they're bringing in a lot of talent that
Yeah,
is not only just proven talent, but these guys are still in their primes. These are guys who can still play at a high level. And then you
right.
just add that to the fact that this is a team that I believe they have the 3rd overall pick in the draft, if I'm not mistaken. And they went out and got Mike Vrabel, who I thought was one of the better coaches, you feel me, hirings in the entire offseason. So the Patriots are doing a lot of good things, man. I hate to say it, but they are. So anyone else got anything, any other team they want to add to that?
Yeah, I think the Patriots. I think the Commanders. I think Laramie Tunsil is a great move. Debo's a decent move, and then I'm pretty sure they had somebody else that I can't think of right now, but I know they re-signed that wide receiver Brown, so that's a good depth signing. Uh, them the Patriots. I don't really know to anybody else that I necessarily classify as a winner.
I think the Giants kind of winning the free agency right now. Um, Getting Javon Holland, Paulson Adebo. They addressing the secondary, which was one of their weakest positions last year. So I like those pickups. Matching them up with Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon
They,
Thibodeau.
they lost Adoree Jackson though.
Yeah, they did, but I mean, I like Paulson Adebo. I actually did like that pickup. I think he's a good number 2
I
style
like Paulson
corner in the
Adebo too.
league. They got Deontay Banks, another young corner who they sent the 1st round pick on. I think the
Yeah.
Giants kind of reloaded on that defensive side.
Mm. All right. Who you got? Who you got, Will? Who one of your winners to you? Well, if you got multiple, you can name multiple. Not Will. My bad. Breeze. My bad. My bad.
I knew you meant, bro.
I think the Rams. Shout out to the Rams. I think that addition of Devontae Adams is going to be huge for them.
That's a
Yeah.
good. That's
Like
a
I
good one.
said, Tavares, y'all clowned me the other day when I said, "Hey, I think Coop is on the decline, man." And like, he's on the decline, bro. His better
Nobody
days are
ever
behind
clowned
him.
you for
We
that.
did not
Nah,
clown you,
nah.
brother.
Tavares laughed at me. Tavares laughed. I
We did
kept
not
receipts.
clown.
I
I
kept receipts.
laughed at the fact that you were
I kept.
saying you said the man was pretty much cooked. That's what you said. Like
I'm just saying
No,
you said he was done.
for what they need, bro. He's cooked, bro. He's for what they need. But and Tay's an upgrade. Tay's an upgrade. Bigger physical receiver. You know, Matt Stafford is gonna love him. We know what Matt Stafford can do with physical receivers. The Chiefs, they got Pat Mahomes and Chris Jones to restructure. They bought back Nick Bolton on a long term deal.
Yeah, that was a
Shout out
good
shout out
re-signing.
to the Broncos. The Broncos when they got
Yep,
Greenlaw.
that
Broncos.
was a
Hell yeah,
great. That was
I
a
They
forgot
got
great
about
pickup.
them.
Greenlaw.
Yeah.
They got Hufanga. And they
Funga.
for what it's worth, they bought in Evan Ingram, which is another weapon for
Mm-hmm.
Bo Nix. You know why he's developing. And who else? Who else? Who else? The Bears. Shout out the Bears, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Chicago was gonna just Chicago the season away, but hey, they did some work in the trenches. I'm interested to see what they do moving forward. They in a stacked division. Their division, like from top to bottom, is like arguably one of the best in the NFL when it comes to record wise and team wise. So I want to see what they do moving forward with Caleb. They got him a line. They got Joe Tooney came in. They made some additions on the defensive line. Their defense always been stacked, but they made some additions on the defense. So I want to see how they continue to progress moving forward. They got their quarterback, they believe. So yeah, but those my winners.
Uh, Another team that I thought had a pretty good offseason that we haven't mentioned. I thought the Panthers been pretty damn solid, man. I mean, I know J.C. Horn signed for a lot of money. I think he's the highest paid DB in NFL history. I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
I understand the injury problems. I understand the worries of it. But man, when that dude plays on the field, man, he's one of the 5 to 7 best corners in the league. He can play. So I understand why they're taking the risk of giving him the extension now instead of seeing if he can go on the franchise tag
hmm
and
hmm
go the route of him possibly increasing his market, whatever the case may be. So I get that. And them getting the safety from the Raiders, I forgot his name, man.
Morik.
Yeah,
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 Trayvon Moore.
he could play, man. Like they're getting better. They got a lot of money off the books, and Miles Sanders gone. So I think they're getting better slowly but surely. But
Miles might as well come home. Come home, man. Come to Pittsburgh, bro. Yeah. I'm always gonna
yeah,
ride for my guy Miles, man.
yeah, I think the Panthers getting better too, man. But
Yeah.
now that we got the winners out of the way, who are some of the losers y'all think?
Niners,
The New Orleans
Eagles,
Saints.
Steelers.
The
Steelers,
Atlanta Falcons. The Miami
Saints,
Dolphins.
Falcons, Dolphins for sure.
Um,
Let me see.
I mean,
the Dallas Cowboys.
My whole damn division.
yeah,
The Dallas
My whole
Cowboys are going 2 straight off seasons, not signing anybody.
But they
Just
signed somebody. They signed the worst offensive
yeah, they
lineman in
signed
the league.
somebody, but
they signed
I like Javante Williams though. I like the Javante Williams signing.
they
Yeah,
did
but
That's
get
that's
about
not
it.
going.
Javante
He's not going to be able to
Williams.
do nothing
Yeah, he
behind
not no.
that O
Yeah,
line, bro. That O
yeah.
line, sorry as hell, bro.
They had got a DB too. I forgot his name.
and they
Kaya Elam from the Bills.
Yeah, Kyler Elam. They got him on the trade. Yeah,
Hmm
yeah.
and
That man terrible.
they locked down Cavante Turpin, right?
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
like Cavante Turpin though. That man, he's nice. I
he's
like him.
It's
explosive.
okay.
Nah, he's nice, bro. He's nice. For what he does, he's nice, bro. He's a
Yeah, that's
return
what I'm saying.
specialist.
Like
He's nice.
he's a good little weapon. They can't throw him on the outside. They need about 2 receivers. They still need a tight end, an
No, they
O
don't need
line.
two receivers. They only need one. I mean, you got CD, so you only need one. And Turpin, he can play in the slot a little bit, so they
Yeah,
really only need
I
one.
forgot about Jalen Tolbert too.
nah, you didn't.
But another team I thought that had Shit, there's a big ass loser. I think the damn Chargers is a horrible. Like they have 90 million in cap space, man, and your splash signings at this point is pretty much a Mike Williams and Najee Harris. That's disappointing as hell to say the
They
least.
they re-signed on Khalil Mack.
Yeah, they re-signed Khalil Mack, yeah. But I mean still like you supposed to go out and get somebody. Like I know Cooper Cup just got made available, so maybe they'll look into bringing him in. Who knows? I don't know, but I think they should have went out and they should have snagged someone up, man. Like whether it was offensive line, shoring it up, the offensive line, or some kind of running back. Like since you ain't bringing back J.K. Dobbins, I mean Najee Harris is a fine piece, but I just think it was better out there. I think they could have made
Hey
a push
yo,
for Aaron Jones. So at the end of the day, I don't know, man. I think they could have done a little better than what they did. Well, not even a little bit, a lot better. So that's up to me. I mean, that's just for me though. Well, y'all got anyone else y'all want to talk about or add before we get
Hey,
into specifics?
hey, what are the Texans doing? Like, really, like what is going on in Houston? I love it for the sake of my division, thank God. But what are the Texans doing?
They're ruining CJ Stroud's career. That's what they're doing.
And I love it, and I appreciate
That's,
it, and I
that's what
thank
they're
them
doing.
so much. The Titans, they continue to be ass. I thank them so much. The Jags keep doing what the Jags do. I appreciate it. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with the Texans specifically, man, this is example and reason number one why Deshaun Watson wanted out of Houston. Now we all know what Deshaun Watson is at this point, but at that time we all
Yeah,
knew
he was nice.
what he was and what he was capable of, and they just simply were not doing the things they needed to do in order to put him in the best position to succeed.
Hmm.
And now they're doing it with CJ Stroud because there's Stephon Diggs 9 out of 10 times is not coming back. He may come back, but he's not more than likely. Then
Hmm.
you got then
Tank
you go out
Dell.
and get Christian Kirk, who was a okay to solid number two receiver, but you lose your best offensive lineman, and on top of all of that, you don't address any real needs in the offseason except for a number two receiver that again who's a good receiver. He's solid, but he's not coming in. He's not going to be an immediate upgrade over someone like Diggs or someone like Tank Dell, who's pretty much shut down. So it's looking grim for the Texans, and it's disappointing because CJ Stroud has shown you everything and every which way that if you just provide some kind of stability around him through the trenches at the weapon positions, like his skill assets, whatever the case may be, you can get something out of him. You can get a playoff game or maybe two out of him, but they're just not investing in their young asset why they can because eventually he's going to demand or command, excuse me, one of these $200+ million contracts, and they're not doing the things they need to do now to prepare for that. And it's kind of crazy to think about because they have no reason not to go out and sign people. Like the window is there. I just don't understand. I don't. The offensive
Yeah,
line is a lot worse. The skill positions are at best breaking even, and it may be still worse. And you took losses on the defensive side. You lost two linebackers, so it's not looking good right now for the Texans, man.
it's crazy because I thought like with Tank Dell being down, Diggs might not come back. I thought with Devontae Adams being out there, Cooper Cup, his name is running around. DK Metcalf disgruntled in Seattle. I thought they would make a move like to bring more weapons in around CJ Stroud while he's on that rookie contract. You get me? Like this is the perfect time for them to go all in because I doubt he's gonna take that good old Texas pay cut. Nah, he's gonna get his money because he's taking a
Hmm.
bunch of punishment back there, so he's gonna take that money.
Yeah, for sure. But what's up, PSP? Like, subscribe to the podcast. Thoughts on the Cowboys not doing much in free agency. My
Typical
boy Larry
Cowboys.
just spoke on it.
Yep.
He just spoke on it,
Typical
man. Like,
Cowboys, bro.
yeah,
Two
he
straight
just
off
spoke on it.
seasons, no signings.
I
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
just
hey, at least they got some restructure work done.
Yeah, I mean
For what it's worth.
they lost DeMarcus Lawrence. You know
He's going
he
to the
signs
Seahawks.
yeah he signs a pretty sizable deal with the Seahawks. Let's transition into the Seahawks, man. I need to know what y'all think, man. Do y'all think the Seahawks got better? Do y'all think they got better?
Nope,
And
No,
absolutely not.
absolutely not, man.
so y'all think the Seahawks are worse than what they were
I
last
mean,
year?
Worse, definitely,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, because I think one of the things that was responsible for JSN having that breakout in the middle of the season last season was that even though I mean not Debo, even though DK wasn't
DK.
producing what we know DK can produce, he still was garnering attention. He's still a big body, you know. He's still DK man. He has some sachet. You get me? Like he has some type of presence there. So now you take him away, and Geno Smith, I was Geno and Sam Darnold at this point of the game. I think they're like pretty even neck and neck, like
No,
as far as what they can give
Nah,
you.
Nah,
I
I
think Geno
think Geno
Smith is
Smith
better,
is
bro.
better.
I
I
said
think
for what
he's
they can. I said for what they can give you. Like Geno can give you what Sam Darnold gave you in Minnesota. He can. He
Eh,
bro, but
can.
he's not in Minnesota. He's in Seattle with terrible weapons, a terrible offensive line. The offensive
No,
scheme ain't that good. Like, come on
the
now.
Seahawks
bro.
just lost two more games, so it's
nah,
not the
bro.
Sam Darnold.
I
I'm
think
not defending.
there's a gap. There's a gap
I'm
there.
saying I'm not defending it like as if it's an upgrade. I'm not saying it's an upgrade or anything, but I'm saying like the move you made wasn't a needle mover at quarterback because whatever you think you can get from Sam Darnold, Geno can give you that. Basically, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that there's an upgrade with Sam Darnold. So
Nah,
you
it's
take
a needle mover. They got worse. That's the
Yeah,
needle
it
mover.
was a super
The only
downgrade.
bright spot is he's younger and he's gonna. Well, no, I guess not, because they paid him what? For, I don't even know, what, 30 million a year.
100.
30,
They paid him
33
110.5
year.
million.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like 34 million a year.
They
So
paid.
then
I can't even get on that, but they definitely got worse, bro. A worse quarterback. They still don't have no offensive line. No, their only two good players on offense at this point are Kenneth Walker and
in JSN.
JSN. Like they
Hmm
have nobody outside of them. Like literally nobody outside of them. You traded away your best player on offense, and you trade, and then you get DeMarcus Lawrence, and you sign him to this
I don't know
contract.
about
And
best player, man, but
yeah,
I
we
see what
could
you're
we
saying.
could say we could say what we want, bro. At the end of the day,
DK is DK,
people are
bro.
more scared of
He was
DK
one
than
of the
anybody else on that
he was one of the
offense.
top players on their offense.
He just became more trouble than what he's worth, bro.
I get what you're saying because what you're saying is facts. I'm not disagreeing with that, but
He
I
may
just
not
think we're
be
going by like
the
you
most
said. What?
talented. He may not be like the most skilled route runner and shit, bro. But we could talk about whatever. But when he get the ball in his hands, bro, there's nobody on that team scarier. There's nobody scarier before the snap. There's nobody scarier when they're on the field, not even in the play. Okay, so whatever
I
we
don't
want to
know,
say
man. I
about
think Kenneth Walker got
JSN,
an argument.
I mean that's cool, bro. I do. I really like him, but just from what I've seen throughout DK's career compared to his so far, I would say that DK has just had the better career, in my opinion.
I
But
mean, that's fair.
yeah,
I just think injuries is holding Kenneth Walker back. I think
I
he could be
agree.
so much better.
He don't never
I think
get a full season just in rhythm and everything else. But then you got the Marcus Lawrence on this contract. He's injury prone and he's old as dirt. Like what the hell? What? Who is their GM? Cause get him out of there. The shit they
The
did
one
make
move
no
I
sense.
will give the Seahawks, the one move I will give the Seahawks, I do like the fact that they got something worthwhile for DK. Like they didn't just trade him for pennies. They got something out of him, and they didn't have to pay him a massive contract, which I don't think he's worth. I just don't think he's worth $100 million. So I mean I think that's a positive in some ways, but the moves they made as a whole, they maybe got better on the defensive side. You know, DeMarcus Lawrence is probably going to come in and be their second to probably best pass rusher. Cool. But
He's only gonna play like six
going from
games.
you said what?
He only gonna play like 6 games.
I mean, he might. You're right, but I still think like from a talent perspective, he's going to come in and be at the worst their second best pass rusher. But
Oh yeah, for
the
sure.
thing, the thing, but the thing about Geno Smith and Sam Darnold debacle is that, in my opinion, Sam Darnold is just a significant worse quarterback. Like he's not the same quarterback as Geno Smith, and I get it. A lot of people are going to be blinded by what happened last year. Sam Darnold had arguably an MVP caliber season, this, that, and the third. The reality of the situation is this: he's not going to be throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison anymore. He's not throwing to
And
a
T.J.
top three.
Hawkinson.
Yeah, exactly. He's not throwing to a top three offensive skill group anymore. That's not happening. He's not playing with a solid offensive line anymore. He's going to now revert back to what he was in New York in terms of the skill positions and players around him he's playing with. So now
Yeah,
it's
the
going to
head
come down
coach.
to coaching
Mm-hmm.
and whether or not the coach can get the most out of him. Now they did go and get the dude who was calling plays for the Vikings last season, so maybe he can help bring some kind of concepts and schemes over. I don't know, but if I'm a betting man, I'm not putting my faith that he's going to translate over for what he did last season. I just don't see it happening. So that's just me though. But we got more comments from PSP. He said Seahawks won by getting the third round pick on by trading Geno. I mean,
Yeah, that was a
yeah,
fleece.
Oh, they get a
getting
third?
the third for
Yeah,
Geno
they got a
is
third.
a
Good
good
for
move.
them. They got some good picks. Is that for the upcoming draft?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Oh,
they got
okay.
some. They got a good
Listen, bro,
transaction.
they might do something in the draft. If I was them, I'd try packaging some picks, move up, move up. You know, well, they just signed Sam Darnold to what fucking 100 something million. So never
Yeah, it was
mind.
for
Don't
3 years,
don't don't go get a
105, 3 year,
quarterback. But
110.
Is it time for Pittsburgh to move on from Tomlin? PSP man, you know where I've been with this
bro,
for a
don't even
minute.
talk about Tomlin,
You know
bro.
I've been with this for a minute, man.
We're not talking about Tomlin, bro. We're not talking about Tomlin.
We
Do y'all
we
feel
all know
like
where I've
Tomlin
been
just
at with this.
outdated in
We
today's
all we all
NFL?
know where I stand with this. I made that very clear. I thought they should have moved on from 3 years ago, but hey, that's I'm not a Steelers fan, so it's not my battle to fight. So I leave that to Will and them boys over there. But we got he also coming to start bench cut. He got Baker, Sam Darnold, and Brock Purdy.
Well, start
What the
Baker easily, bench Brock Purdy, and then cut
That's my
Sam
order.
Darnold.
Yeah.
Sam
what the
Darnold.
fuck kind of question is that, bro? Like, come on, man.
Baker's clearly the best. Like clearly, there's no
And
competition
Sam,
there.
Sam Darnold is clearly the worst.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
hate the fact that
I
my boy
agree.
had to go to Cleveland. My dog was shining in Cleveland. Then Cleveland being Cleveland got rid of my boy.
Shining.
Shut. He was
I,
good, bro, but he
he was
was
he was he
he
was
was
solid. He
he
was
was
solid.
horrendously inconsistent.
He was solid. He was I wouldn't say
Yes.
shining, but he was solid.
Nah, bro. For going to Cleveland, bro, to do what he did in Cleveland, bro, they made that man look like God. Cleveland is Cleveland.
I
Are
mean,
you
I mean, I
funny,
agree. I
bro?
mean, winning a playoff game in Cleveland after 40 plus years. I mean, yeah, for sure. But he still was some shit some weeks. Like that don't change that. But it's neither here nor there. But let's get off into another team I want to speak about in specifics, man. So let's talk about the moves that aren't happening right now for the Los Angeles Chargers and what exactly that means for someone like Justin Herbert. And I think it's time we start having these conversations about Justin Herbert as a whole, man. And the biggest thing is I think it's time that we accept that we talked about this before. I think it's time that we accept that he has to prove he's a top 10 quarterback. I think it's time to accept that, man.
What'd you say,
Like
bro? It broke up a little bit. You say he's what?
I'm saying, like, I think it's time for him to prove that he's a top 10 quarterback at this point. I think the conversations about him being undoubtedly top five, unanimous top five quarterback because of talent. I think those days have to stop. And this offseason is telling me that the Chargers believe what they have is good enough, despite the fact that they have 90 million in the bank, despite the fact that they could have went out and pursued a lot more other players and got a little bit more greedy. But at the end of the day, I feel as if we have to start having these conversations, man. Like, we gotta accept the fact that he has to prove that he should warrant that kind of recognition. So, hold on, we got a comment. That's where would you say Jalen Hurts is better than Herbert?
Absolutely.
Listen, as it stands right now, PSP, I
It's not
you
even a
can't
debate.
argue that he is better than Hurts because here's the thing: the talent, of course, the talent is there. We know he's the more talented player, but the thing is, when the lights are their brightest, when you need that one drive to win the game, when you need your quarterback to be the best player on the field at that moment, who are you taking over who? And that's, to me, I said this for years with every single quarterback ranking I've ever done in my life. That's what it comes down to. Like, we can sit here and we can talk about who has a stronger arm, who's faster, who's bigger, who makes the highlight reel more impressive, whatever. At the end of the day, to me, man, it comes down to the individual accolades, and it comes down to who would you rather have on those last drives. And right now, Jalen Hurts is just the better performer than Justin Herbert when it matters most. And we have to say that with a straight face because it's the facts. Not only did the season before last did he lead the league in game-winning touchdown drives, but this is a dude that has now performed well in 2 Super Bowls that he's played in. On top of the fact, Justin Herbert has been horrendous in the playoffs. He's been terrible. There's no other way to describe it. So we gotta start having people earn their dues. You feel me? So I just think that's what it comes down to. Y'all got anything y'all want to add?
Mm-mm.
I mean, in regards to Jalen Hurts and Justin Herbert, I mean, Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl winner, Super Bowl MVP. Just like you said, when the lights are brightest, who you turn to, like who would you choose to turn uh, uh um a 99-yard possession into a touchdown? Unfortunately, it's Jalen Hurts, and it's coming from a Justin Herbert guy, but he has to prove himself this year, just like you said. And the more talent that's coming from this quarterback position is showing that hey, he's going down the pecking order. Like he got paid that contract for the stats that he did put up, but it hasn't translated anything in the win column. So it's
Right, right.
unfortunate the situation that he got to be in with. You could say injuries, you could say inconsistency from head coaching and play calling, but at the end of the day, when a play needs to be made, he ain't showing up. So
Right. Because at some point, excuses, we have to stop with the excuses at some point because he doesn't have the accolades or individual, like, recognition that someone like Lamar possesses, or even Josh Allen. He doesn't
mhm.
have the playoff success of like Jalen Hurts or Patrick Mahomes. Like we a lot of people, and I said this when a lot of people started telling me he's undoubtedly a top 5 quarterback, and when people was telling me he was better than Lamar, or he's arguably better than Josh Allen, or whatever the case may be. I'm like, we have to see him actually be better than these guys. We can't say he's better because we believe what he will be. Because when them first 2 years, a lot of people was telling me he's unquestionably the 4th best quarterback in the league. And I asked every single time I heard that shit, how are we saying that based on losers? Like, he's losing. We never said a dude is undoubtedly top 4, top 5 based on losing. He's never won nothing except for regular season passing yards. That's it. Like, that's all we got from him. So I'm just trying to understand, what the criteria is, you feel me, when we actually rank these quarterbacks. Would you say Dak is better than Herbert because Dak is 2-0 against Herbert? Nah. But Dak also is a playoff dropper, so
Yeah, but Dak's better than Herbert
why is that better than Herbert?
I don't know,
because
bro.
he's just a better quarterback. I trust him over Herbert on the last drive of whatever game.
Should
What
be.
makes him a better quarterback?
Well, he's more accurate. He's more accurate of a quarterback. His arm isn't stronger, and he doesn't have as much touch, but he does read defenses better, and he uses his mobility better. Better playmaker, shall you say?
I could give you the playmaker and read defense is better. I do agree with that, but I don't know if that better than Herbert, man. I mean, the reason being I don't think Dak is over Herbert is because I think Dak has had plenty of teams and plenty of opportunities to prove he can be of that upper echelon, and he just hasn't put it together for the Cowboys either. And he's played on a team that's been immensely talented in comparison to what the Chargers have been. Because I know I sat here and ragged on Justin Herbert for a little minute just now, but he still produced the top 10 defense with a bottom five. I mean, top 10 offense, excuse me, with a bottom five defense. That's still extremely hard to do. In fact, he's the only person to do it in NFL history. So it's still kind of crazy to say that someone like Dak Prescott, who's had the silver platter and spoons in front of him, and he has not ate yet with anything he has had. Like, I get the Cowboy situation isn't a good situation right now, but when that first 3 years, 4 years, the Cowboys have arguably a top five roster every year.
Shit,
So,
since Justin Herbert been in the league.
so we gotta take that into consideration too, man. I mean, I don't know, bro. Like,
And don't forget, aren't the Cowboys like the only team in NFL history with like a 4,000 yard passer, 1,000 yard receiver, multiple sack players, multiple interception players on defense, and they got what, one and done?
yeah,
If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it was that year Diggs had all those picks. Micah had double digit sacks. Diggs had double digit picks. Dak had 4,000 and however many touchdowns. Zeke ran for 1,000. CD caught 1,000. Like, bro, they was going crazy that year, and then the playoffs hit.
you're right.
I don't know. I just wish when we have these conversations, like we can, like, just like in a nutshell, like put these quarterbacks in similar situations. Like I would like to see Herbert with a Philadelphia Eagles. I would like to see Dak with a Baltimore Ravens. I would like to see Joe Burrow with a prime Kansas City offense. I want to see these things, like these type of things happen. I really think that would be like really really dope to see.
There's literally no reason to ever see Dak on the Baltimore Ravens because
I'm just
they
saying,
would
just
be a bottom five team in the league.
a hypothetical, bro. Hypothetical, bro.
Hmm.
Well, I'm hypothetically telling you that Dak would not be able to do anything at all with that offense.
You
It's
never
hurts.
know,
It's
man.
hurts better than Lamar. Of course not. PSP, you know
No,
this.
no,
Well, here we go. Here
Don't
we
move the
go.
goalpost, T. Don't move the goalpost, T.
How am I moving
Hey,
the goalpost?
hey T, if you had to take one quarterback at the end of the game, at the
I'm
end of the
taking
Super Bowl,
Lamar. I'm taking Lamar. I'm taking Lamar.
you take on more?
Yes.
how's
No,
that moving the goalposts?
It's
I'm
not
just
moving the
saying.
goalpost. They go bring up how I just said all this about playoff success and last minute drive, and they go try to spin what I said instead of not actually reiterating what I said. But go
No,
ahead, y'all
just
boys talk. Go ahead.
no. We just wanted you to keep the energy, bro. I was just interesting. It was just a very interesting, you know.
But I'm saying, how is it moving the goalpost? That's what y'all said.
I just wanted to see if you was gonna double down on what you said, or if you was gonna, hey, but Lamar this and Lamar that. I'm just saying,
I'm, s- but this
But
is
Lamar
okay.
puts his team in winning situations.
hey, bro, they all shit the playoffs, bro. They all shit the
So
bed in the
does
playoffs,
Jalen
bro.
Hurts.
They all shit the
Yeah,
bed.
but I'm
And
still
I'm
taking
being,
Lamar Jackson to get down there over Jalen Hurts.
That's fine. I mean, we can say whatever we want. All I'm gonna say is I know what I'm getting from Hurts, a Super Bowl MVP, and I know what I'm getting from Lamar, a terrible
Okay,
playoff game
so
that he ends up
okay, so
losing.
that's cool and all. That's cool. And again, not to take anything away from Hurts because he played well. I'm a Hurts fan. I love Jalen Hurts. When he got drafted, I told Larry he's taking Carson Wentz's job, and he did. But at the end of the day, Jalen Hurts wasn't even the best player on the field for the Eagles. We all understand that, right? He won the Super Bowl MVP. Congratulations to him. He deserves it. He deserves the recognition, and I hope to God he wins another one. But let's not be blinded by what we all saw. He wasn't even the best player on the field for the Eagles. Like, are
you're
we are
beating
we
a
dead
dead
ass?
horse, bro. You're beating a dead horse, bro.
What dead? Is
I'm
that
saying
not
you
the
beating
truth?
it.
I'm
You're
asking, is it the
you're
truth
you're
or not?
spitting the truth. You're saying the truth, bro. This is we've said this multiple times.
No, what
You
I'm
know
saying,
this.
if we're using the argument that I know what I'm getting from Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl MVP, as in that's just the end all be all of who we taking. then what are we talking about then? Like, I don't get how we're saying this is even a conversation. The reason he could be over someone like Justin Herbert, who has thrown for 1 billion yards and you feel me, won nothing, is because Justin Herbert has literally shown that he is incapable of doing anything when the lights are the brightest. Like, not even just the playoffs. We're talking about in game-winning drive situations, period. He since last season, well, not last season, the year before last, he had the most interceptions in the fourth quarter on last minute drives. This is someone who routinely shrinks in any big moment. Lamar Jackson, again, is a two-time MVP, should have been three-time MVP. I don't care. I don't care about none of that shit. And he's a three-time all first team all-pro quarterback. I'm not taking Hurts over a guy that's done these things when Hurts was literally last season was in question on whether or not he was good enough to win with. Like, gang, like I'm not doing that, gang.
Just saying, man. 1 minute he's undoubtedly you got to take this 1 minute. It's the
No,
system.
no,
He's the
I
best
never said
on the. Hey, I'm
one
just
thing
I'm
I
just
never
saying,
said
bro.
was
Me,
Justin Herbert. I mean, not Justin Herbert. I never said Jalen Hurts was top 5. I never said he's undoubtedly anything. I said he's a good quarterback. That's what he is. A good quarterback.
T, who would you say plays better in the playoffs, Lamar or Hurts?
I think right as it stands right now, I think you have to say Jalen Hurts.
Oh,
nah, don't
okay.
say as it stands. Just he Hurts plays better. Don't say as it stands because you know in the future. Nah, I don't want to hear that. Just
I
Hurts.
mean,
That's it.
yeah, Hurts is better, but Hurts is better than everyone else in the playoffs except for Patrick Mahomes, and he's
Mhm.
outplayed him twice.
Mhm. Go ahead, preach. Go ahead, talk to him now. Preach.
I'm just saying, like, what does that prove? He's not better than Burrow. He's not better than Josh Allen. I'm
Who
just saying, what
Hurts?
does that prove?
Technically speaking, when it comes to winning, he's better than everybody but Mahomes. But
It's okay. That's fine. That's cool and dandy. And if we going off that same technicality, Brock Purdy should be a top 3 quarterback, right?
nah,
Yeah. I mean, by the logic,
Moving the
by the
goalpost, right?
Brock
logic, I
Purdy
mean,
ain't win no
if we're
Super
going off the
Bowl,
numbers and the
and
success,
he been terrible.
no, 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 no. He was not terrible in that playoff run. They went to the Super Bowl. He was actually their best player in the Lions game that they won. So let's not do that. Brock Purdy played
He wasn't
well.
that bad when he got hurt against that playoff run when they went to the conference championship.
Mhm.
Bro, he was never their best player. Like, can we not do that? Can we not do
That
that?
Lions game, he was their best player.
Bro, he
He was their
absolutely
best player.
okay.
Now, if you want to say as a whole, he's not. I completely agree. But that Lions game specifically, gang, he did everything and more to win that game. He was their best player. But he said I said that because playoffs and Hurts has performed in the playoffs than Lamar. Yeah, that's fair, PSP. I mean, I'm not listen, brother. I'm not going to sit here and completely, ignore the facts. The facts is Hurts has been arguably the best playoff performer outside of Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. Like it is what it is. That's what it is.
I mean,
But
well, statistically, he's been better than Mahomes.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, if you want to argue he's better or he's been the best playoff performer, you can argue that. I'm not denying or disputing any of that. But at the end of the day, yeah, we all know what it is, man. If we're starting a team from scratch and it's a clean slate, you get to choose the first 5 quarterbacks in the league. Not Justin Fields. Jalen Hurts is not going to be one of the first 3 you take. He's not, and that's just the fact. He's not going to be one of the first 3 quarterbacks you take. But I appreciate the comments, PSP. But let's move on. We're gonna start up with excuse me. We're gonna start up another discussion, man. I want to talk about before we get into the running backs, who we believe are the running backs, top 10 running backs in the league right now. And if y'all haven't made y'all list, y'all go ahead and start working on that. You feel me?
I'm gonna
But
just wing it.
but one thing I wanted to ask y'all, man, I wanted to ask y'all about this whole situation right now that's going on with Xavier Worthy and his girl, with his ex, whatever the case may be. Like, I know it's not really football related, but it's something I think that needs to be discussed because we seen this song and dance one too many times, man. Like, athlete gets money, gets big, gets in trouble with his girl, domestic disputes happen, he gets arrested, etc. Rinse cycle repeat. So what are y'all thoughts on the situation with Xavier Worthy? Do y'all think he should be reprimanded by the NFL in any way, shape, or form, or suspended, whatever the case may be? Or do y'all think this is just gonna be water under the bridge?
It's a touchy feely situation because not on my end, but like just when you think about it in general, you have uh, you have groups that see people in certain situations that can't see the wrong being done in certain situations. Like people will look over you burning a house down because you purchased gasoline. If you guys get the metaphor, I'm not trying to be like I'm not trying to be like controversial on your podcast, T. But
Mhm.
so so with everything that went on, if you cause a problem, you can't feel a type of way because of the consequences. And I'm not saying on Xavier Worthy's half. I'm saying on his spouse's half because we know cheated, whatever. Once he found out what was going on, heat of the moment, in my honest opinion, it's fair game. And with the heat of the moment clause, I just think it's sad because he worked his whole life to get to where he wanted to go. And I'm not saying his career is over, but this is definitely like something you don't want attached to your name. It hurts endorsements moving forward. Like it hurts a bunch of opportunities you can have. It just hurts your image. It hurts, your family, the people you represent. Because as far as we know, Xavier Worthy has been a good kid, a good standout kid. I personally haven't heard any slander or anything that he's done negative other than this. So it's like he worked his whole life to preserve his image and get to where he wants to be, and then something like this happens. It's just a very very unfortunate situation. I hope he's acquitted of all wrongdoing because I don't think he did any wrong. Honestly, speaking from my personal perspective, I don't think he did any wrong. But like I said, it's a very touchy feely situation. I just hope people realize that you can't be playing with people's feelings, can't be playing with people's emotions, you can't be doing certain things.
Okay. You got anything you want to add, Larry?
Honestly, I think once it comes down to, your spouse stepping out, regardless, I think they were fiance. That's his fiance. So they were
Mm-hmm.
getting ready to get married, they said that she was, cheating every time he went away. So like think about every home game or like when they went away or when they was out for the playoffs, your lady out stepping out on you, and you don't put they said that he didn't put his hands on her. We don't know what transpired inside the house, in the household, but he asked her to leave and pack her stuff up. And of course, she refused and cried wolf, And it's just an unfortunate situation for a young black man to be in the NFL, an opportunity a lot of guys don't get. You know, coming out of high school, you say you want to go to the NFL. There's a lot of guys in high school who don't even get a chance to play in college for a D1 program, D2 program. And then those same guys who barely got a chance to make it to college don't really get an NFL chance.
Mhm.
So for him to go out and get that opportunity, play on a team that went to the Super Bowl, get drafted in the first round, and for a woman that you think you could, you're ready to start your life with and live the rest of your life with, for her to be stepping out on you every time you were away on that same like goal or dream that you have for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
it's unfortunate, man. So I hope everything, I hope the best for him in this situation is, whatever comes out afterwards, it's just everybody just go their separate ways if they can. Like nobody, they ain't gotta go the extra mile, put their hands on each other, and do no shit like that. So you just
Mm,
wish for the best from situations like this.
right, right. What you got, Will?
Uh, Respectfully, I don't know the details of the case. I ain't really looked into it. When it comes to sports, I try to stay out of personal matters that don't relate to them. Like their play or anything like that on the field. What I will say is, as someone who's been on both sides um, of infidelity, I think the conversation is much bigger than just like who's wrong, what she did, how it affects his career. Um, you got guys who are making millions, some of them 100 millions of dollars. You know what I mean, before tax, whatever, however that works, and they're out here putting their body on the line. You know what I mean, depleting their physical health,
Mm,
which I'm sure depletes their mental health. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And then on top of that, I'm sure that depletes their emotional health. So imagine you go through all that. You go through the whole season. You go to the Super Bowl, you lose the Super Bowl. Um, and then you have to hire a PI because you
Yep.
don't believe in your woman's loyalty. Just to find out you were right. So on
mm,
top of all the stuff that he has to deal with, you know what I mean, being a rookie. Now he's getting ready to come into his second season. Your first season, you lose the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Granted, we could say, oh, it's the Chiefs, they'll be back, but you never know.
mm,
But your first season, you lose. Most people, I think it's like 99% of players who lose their first Super Bowl never win one, or something crazy like that. So all that type of stress, because this is still fairly new. I mean, the Super Bowl was what, last month, so all this is fairly new. And then on top of that, then you get this news, and then she makes it a fight. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the details of who put hands on who. So I'm not speaking on anyone's behalf nor against anyone's behalf. But what I can say is if you know you did somebody wrong, own up to it. And if they're telling you that your time in their life is over, then move on. You can't be you can't harm somebody and then play victim, because not only now are you gaslighting somebody and affecting their mental health, which also affects your physical health even more, you're potentially gonna now cause somebody to become deranged because of the mental stress you're putting on them if their mental well-being is not already well kept. So like it's easy to say, oh my god, like she's so wrong, whatever, but it goes much further than just the superficial. Like who knows what could have happened if he wasn't mentally stable. He could have snapped, he could have killed her, you know what I mean? He could have almost beat her to death, like, and then all that, what, over cheating, because your girl cheated. But the conversation just has to be bigger. I think on his behalf, he did, from what I know. I was told in the little bit of information I read in the beginning is he didn't put his hands on her, from what I know. So good for him, because it takes a strong man, you know what I mean, to have somebody, you know, engaging in physical altercation with you after they just wronged you. You know what I mean? And now they're it's a whole gaslighting situation and everything else. I think he did a tremendous job. I'm proud of him as a young black rich man. So many people fall once they reach the criteria of that, and then they get put in situations like this. So good for him.
for sure. I agree completely. The only thing I want to add to what Will said and what I will, truth be told, fault Xavier Worthy for is that he didn't press charges. And the reason I say that is because at the end of the day, man, I get it. You don't want to be looked at as the man that presses charges against a woman because she beat you or because y'all had an altercation, whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, man, She betrayed his trust and loyalty.
Mhm.
He did everything that every person has ever told any man with any kind of worth, value, or success to do. You
Oof.
provide, take care of your family, you find a woman, you treat said woman well, and you live your life the best way possible. He did all those things except for the fact that it didn't go according to his plan because said woman didn't treat him with the
Yep.
respect and dignity that he deserved.
And he
So
did not hold her accountable.
exactly. And that's my only issue with it. Like
Yeah, I
you
agree,
at
bro.
that point, you find out your spouse is cheating, you find out and you come to her as the adult you are, and you tell her, like, listen, I know what's up, I know what's been going on. I think it's time for you to leave. She tells you no. And what a lot of people not talking about, this went on for days. This is going on for just one
This went
day.
on for a month.
Exactly. This went on for a long period of time. She refused to leave. She started to get verbally and physically abusive. On top of the fact, when the police were called, I'm the one that got arrested and I'm the one with a mugshot.
Mhm.
At that point, you have to press charges again. This is someone who's puts not only your livelihood at stake, but they put your entire reputation at stake. Like
Mhm.
you
Yep.
are literally an NFL athlete, bro. This is it. Like there is no other avenue to go from the NFL. Like, yeah, I know some people go to the Canadian League and stuff, but you will never make the money you are making now anywhere else for what you are your best at doing.
Yeah,
And
and it
that's
will definitely never fulfill you either. Because once you made it to the
exactly,
NFL, you're the big leagues. It's like
Hmm.
it's like let's say a football player, like you know what I mean. I mean, let's say
exactly.
like let's say a basketball player. That's like I don't know who's young and really good.
Sir
The Tom one
Thompson,
of
you
the
said
Tom
Sir
yeah, I'm
Thompson.
gonna say one of the Thompson twins. I'll say them. Imagine them having a having a good season, yeah, making it to the finals, all that, and then they end up having to go down to the G League, or they end up having to go overseas because they had legal, which wasn't their fault. Now they have, you know what I mean? Now they have legal problems, or people don't want to be in business with them because it looks bad, because you're a woman beater, or you get in physical altercations with women. You know what I mean? Like it's for women, none of this matters. At the end of the day, a woman could do whatever other than kill a man or sexually assault him or something crazy like that. Like if a woman hits a man, by the end of the day, it's swept under the rug. Nobody cares no more. You know what I mean? But as a man, like you're in a whole nother
Unfortunately.
territory because you're the physically dominant gender. So
I'm about
so
to say even
you
SA to an extent too, boy.
right. That's what I'm saying. Though. Like women aren't held to the same standard because as men, since we're deemed more physically capable, we should be able to handle ourselves, which is just a ridiculous thing to say. Because I mean, at the end of the day, we could be as strong as we want or whatever. All a female gotta do is pull a gun on you. Then what? You know what I mean? So it's like there's always ways around just being stronger, just being bigger, just being faster.
Right, right.
So
I agree, man.
I think people just gotta come to a realization like every time something happens, hold these women accountable. The same way women are holding us accountable when we make mistakes, or not mistakes, shall I say? Because physically harming somebody is never a mistake when you do it purposely. But when we make faults, when we hit a woman, we're getting held accountable for that. All that stuff that happened with Jonathan Majors, and he was cleared of all
Mhm.
that. His reputation's still done though. Like when people
Yeah,
talk about him,
even with the video evidence. Yep.
right, when people talk about him, that's still a stain on his name, bro. He lost his Marvel contract. I guess they're in talks to bring him back, but he lost it, bro. That's the thing. He lost it before any evidence was out, anything. You know what I mean? So we gotta hold these women accountable, and even as men, we still gotta hold other men accountable for not holding these women accountable because we have to be better. Like we could sit here and talk about women all day, but if we're not up in if we're not being better for ourselves, being better amongst men, making each other smarter, stronger, creating with each other. If we're not bettering each other, then they're never going to be able to be held accountable either because men, as men, we're leaders.
Right. I agree. And that's why I say I fault him for not pressing charges. Like
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
that's why he should have pressed charges for sure. I agree 1,000%. But let's get off into the top 10 running back situation. Let's dive back into sports. Uh, who want to go first? Anyone want to go first, or would y'all want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Uh,
All right, go ahead, Larry. You got it.
Um, no particular order. I just started jotting down 10 names. Um, I got Saquon Barkley,
Mm,
Derrick Henry,
okay.
Christian McCaffrey, Josh
Mm,
Jacobs, Nick Chubb, Bijan Robinson, James Cook, Jameer Gibbs, Jonathan Taylor, and Joe Mixon.
okay. Okay.
Then what happened with what
Huh.
I did?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Leaving Hall and Walker off there is kind of crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I like
I
Brees
thought
Derrick
about
Hall.
Henry.
Brees Hall. I thought
Hey,
about Brees Hall, bro, but
let me take off.
Go
And
ahead,
this
bro.
this
Go
my
ahead.
this my particular order. I got
Let me
Saquon
write.
Barkley at 1, Derrick Henry number 2, Jameer Gibbs coming in at 3, Bijan
okay.
Robinson at number 4, Jonathan Taylor number 5, Josh Jacobs number 6, Cook number 7, Kyron Williams number 8, Mixon 9, and the last spot can be intertwined between Brees Hall and Kenneth Walker for me.
Wait, what?
The last spot is you can pick between those two for me. Number 10, Kenneth Walker and Brees Hall at the end.
Okay.
So
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 did you leave
so you
C
need
Mac off
Joe
your
Mixon
list?
in?
I mean, yeah, going into next season, I don't trust Christian McCaffrey's health. I think we're judging moving forward, or we're judging all-time talent. Like moving forward, this is, this is what I think is gonna push the league moving forward. If we're
I
talking
can respect
talent,
that.
of course, C-Mac's 1-1, talent-wise, but I'm not. I think it's over for him.
Okay. What you got, Will?
You go, bro. I gotta make my list, bro.
Okay. So let me go ahead and let me get off, man. Let me go
Devon
ahead.
A. Chain,
Huh?
Devon A. Chain number 1.
Nah, hell no. But I got Saquon Barkley. I got him number one. This mine's in order, by the way. So I got Barkley 1. I got
I'm
Derrick
doing.
Henry 2. I got Bijan Robinson 3. I got Jonathan Taylor 4th. I got Jameer Gibbs 5. I got Jacob 6. I got Kyron Williams at 7. James Cook 8. Aaron Jones 9. And I got Joe Mixon at 10.
Oh wow.
I
I'm
mean,
surprised you didn't put Rico Dowd on there.
I'm not big on that dude. I ain't gonna lie to you. But
Man, you better not.
I hate that Nick Chubb is getting left on top 10 list now, man.
Bruh,
The
come
injury
on, bro. We
bug killing
talking
me.
moving forward, bro. We
I
we
know, I
can't
know, no,
we
no.
can't.
I ain't dissing y'all more so just talking about like how injuries can like really derail your career,
Yeah, but
how
when
people
he was right,
perceive
when
you.
he was right, bro. When he was right, bro, he was definitive at worst number 4 in the league when he was right, bro. But if we talking moving forward, we can't put that much stock into somebody who has like how many ACL tears and
3.
like, bro. Him and Frank Gore are freak of natures, bro.
the thing about it is, man, the downfalls of Nick Chubb and CMC is of course saddening because as football fans, you love to see the best of the best play, but at the end of the day, man, I mean, I can't help that they just don't look the same, bro. They just don't. Like when they both played this season, they just did not look good, and it's unfortunate because that's how they're gonna be remembered by a lot of the younger fans or whoever didn't watch them. You feel me? But yeah, Nick Chubb and CMC will definitely get. I mean, I know CMC was good last season, but if he goes another 2-3 years looking like this, a lot of people are going to just completely erase that from their memory because that's how sports fans are in general. They forget things within years of each other. So,
It's a
but
hard
yeah,
world out here, man.
All right,
But
I got
whenever
mine
you
in
ready.
I got mine in order too.
All right.
This tenth spot was hard for me, so it could have went to a couple people. I'm gonna get some honorable mentions though. Aaron Jones, Brees Hall,
Mm-hmm.
and Rashad White.
Mm.
Rashad White.
Yeah, I
Oh,
like him, bro.
I thought you would have put Bucky.
I about to say, is he even the best running back on his team?
Oh, that's what I meant. Sorry, bro. I'm tripping. I'm tripping right now. That's what I meant. I actually have that written down, but I still said Rashad White because I was looking at a picture of him. So I got, I got Barkley, Henry. I like Gibbs at 3. I like Robinson at 4. Bijan, however the fuck you say his name. I like
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor at 5, but they could switch Robinson and Taylor. It don't really matter to me. They're kind of interchangeable, in my opinion. Then I like Josh Jacobs. Then I got James Cook at 8. I think I'm at 8. I got Kyron Williams at 9. I got Joe Mixon, and at 10 I got Kenneth Walker.
Mm, mm. You think Kenny Walker better than Aaron Jones?
Well, moving forward, I'd rather have Kenneth Walker. I feel like if he was put in the right positions, he can do everything Aaron Jones does. Like maybe not receiving wise as well, but I feel like he's a much better runner. Like a pure runner of the football, he's better, and I feel like he can compensate well enough in the pass game that there wouldn't really be no drop off. But I just feel like being in Seattle, you're kind of wasted. Like if you watch their games, but their offensive scheme is terrible. They have no offensive line, so like I mean, I think Aaron Jones is good, but the Vikings offense, bro, it was crazy. And so
It was
was
just
and the
that
Packers.
explosive.
Yeah, Packers offense was really good too, especially for dialing up like running plays to your running back.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he benefited a lot from scheme. I do think he's immensely talented. Like I think he's a great like a really good back, but I don't know. I like personally I like Kenneth Walker over him. Just
Man,
my
that's
opinion.
that's cool. I ain't really mad at it. I just don't agree, but that's cool.
I respect it.
But hello. So Breeze, I want to go back to your list though. Who you said was 7 through 10 for you again?
1 second. Uh, I got 1 second. Let me pull my list up. Damn. Fuck. Here it is. 7 through 10 is gonna be Cook, Kyron Williams, Mixon, and then Kenneth Walker and Brees are interchangeable for me.
And so what did you put Josh Jacobs?
Uh, man. Josh Jacobs, I got him above James Cook, under Jonathan Taylor.
So 6.
Yeah.
So you got him at 6. Okay, I thought you didn't name him. That's why I asked. I was like, oh shit, okay.
Nah, hell no. I mean, like, bro, his production was crazy. I think literally, if it wasn't for him, bro, I really think the Packers would have been fighting with the Bear for last in that division, bro.
They would have been clearly last, bro, because their offense was just they're all interchangeably injured.
Mm-hmm.
For real, bro. That
You
I
get an
think
Not a
injury.
lot of
Josh
You get
production
Jacobs,
out your
injured.
receivers either.
Right, you
Yeah,
get
about to
Josh
injured.
say
You get
that.
Jacobs
He
was
not,
injured. You
having
get injured.
games. He was going crazy, bro. And like I said, Jordan Love's only good during Toyotathon. So
I mean, Jordan Love need an actual fucking receiver. I mean,
man, he's only good through Toyotathon. I don't want to hear that, bro.
the
You don't
receivers
like
are
Jordan Love,
they're they're
Breezo?
they're
Man,
they're
I like
bad.
Jordan Love, bro, but nah, bro. Jordan Love's only good through Toyotathon, bro.
Listen, I'm not.
Jordan Love is just the black Justin Herbert.
I'm about to say you give Herbert hell, give Love some hell, man. Don't show no
I
love
mean,
to
I
No,
Love.
bro.
don't.
I'm
I'm.
just playing, bro.
Hey, listen. Jordan Love won the playoff game. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
I know, bro. It was just a joke, bro.
I'm not. I'm not trying to hear that. But
I don't know. Sometimes I can't take T serious. After he said, who that was? He said would be Devon A. Chain in this generation.
I literally said I was trolling. I
Nah,
literally said
that's why I said I don't know when to take you serious. You be trolling
I was.
sometimes, bro.
Nah, I'm dead ass serious right now. Jordan Love, he's throwing to Foot Locker salesman, bro. Like, can we be real for a
Hey,
second? Like,
question: was everyone's top 5 Barkley, Henry, Gibbs, Behan, and Jonathan Taylor?
no.
Somewhat.
All right, let me
Not
put
not
mine in
not in that
order.
order, but is that
One,
everyone's like top
two.
5 running
Oh
back?
yeah. I thought you meant consensus. My bad. But yeah, that was mine at least. Yeah.
Okay. Breeze, you had them top 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
My top five is Saquon, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, and Jonathan Taylor.
Okay. So yeah, we all had the same top 5 scrambled. However you want to cut that. Question:
Mm,
you think everybody else in the top 5 could have did what Barkley did if they were on the Eagles?
no,
Derrick
With that line,
Henry, and
not.
I think
could
Jahmyr Gibbs would have been close.
I think I think Jonathan Taylor couldn't do it. I don't think he could do it. I just don't think he has the. At this point, I just don't think he has the second gear that Saquon Barkley has. I just don't. I mean, them
No.
bro.
Why
hamstring.
you think you think? Oh, okay. The injuries. I was about to ask. You think the injuries did it? Okay.
Yeah, them injuries.
I think Bijan
Yeah,
Robinson could do it.
Okay. Oh,
I'm not gonna lie. Like I
yeah. I
trust.
think
I'm gonna
Gibbs,
be honest.
Bijan.
Like from what I watched from the Eagles, I think if you put Gibbs, Robinson, for sure, I think they both do it.
Gibbs and
Uh,
Robinson for me too.
you think both of them go for 2,000?
Yes, easily.
Damn.
well,
Bijan, who y'all said?
I'm
Bijan
not.
and
I'm not
Gibbs. I
saying. I'm
said
not
Bijan and
saying
Gibbs.
easily, but my
Bijan and
thought
Gibbs.
process. My thought
Hmm?
process is
I
this,
don't
bro.
I don't know about
When I
easily.
watch when I
You know.
watch Jameer Gibbs run, bro, and a lot of the ways that the Eagles were getting long TDs. Like the blocking up front was just almost something I've never seen. The last time I seen something that good was the Cowboys. What 9 years ago? Like 8 years
Yeah. That
ago
that
when their line was like all fucking decade. Um,
grave diggers.
and I think Gibbs he's faster than Saquon for sure.
Exactly.
Like when I look at him, there's not many people I think could beat him in a race in the league. And I think that the lanes that Barkley got, some of them he could have took to the house. Like I honestly think some of the lanes that Barkley got, like a couple times he got caught, I feel like Jameer Gibbs would have been able to take some of them to the crib. So, but there's also other times when Barkley was breaking crazy tackles, I don't think he could have did. So I think it kind of cuts both ways, which is why I think that he could have maybe replicated that success.
Yeah,
I
I agree with
mean,
you, Will. And we also got to keep in mind that if Saquon didn't have Jalen Hurts, he probably had like 50 rushing touchdowns. Honestly,
And Jameer Gibbs,
Touchdown merchant.
Jameer Gibbs had like what 1,200 rushing yards or something, 1,100 something like that. What did he have?
splitting carries.
Yeah,
He
splitting
had
carries at a really high clip.
1280, I think.
Right. So I'm pretty sure he what did he average more per carry than Barkley?
He had
yeah,
Like
1412 actually.
yeah, 14. I'm about to say I think he had over
oh
1,400.
yeah, come on T bro. Like you don't
I
think
think
he
he
could have
getting
did?
2K, bro.
You think with the same amount of touches on
They
that Eagles
both averaged
offense, you don't
5.8.
think he could hit 2K? Like even if it was 2,000 yards exactly, you don't think he could hit 2K, bro?
I mean, I think it's possible
For
for
real, bro.
sure,
Cause
but
Bro,
yeah,
possible,
he's
bro.
doing it,
the
bro.
thing
Cause
He had
is, y'all
1,500
said,
yards
well,
splitting
hold on,
carries, bro.
wait. Niggas said, can they replicate the Saquon Barkley season? And the season is just more than the yards, gang. Like Saquon, I mean, niggas forgetting that Saquon through I think week 10 was the third rushing leader in the NFL after yards after contact. I mean, a lot of Saquon yards came from him creating a lot of his own space. Now I get it. Maybe he
Mm,
did miss a few home runs that he could have
mm,
had. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. But
bro, he was going like 5 yards before ever getting touched, bro. Like, let's not make it seem like he was Barry Sanders out here. No,
I'm not
he
saying that.
played
What I'm saying
amazingly,
is,
bro. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. Gibbs, Henry, for sure. Like, if Henry was getting that type of blocking, bro, come on, bro. Every run is going
I'm,
for like 10, 13, 15, 20 yards. Every run.
I'm not denying that
Yeah,
Derrick Henry
I
could
think
do it.
Henry could probably get that too.
I think, of
Gibbs,
course, I mean, Derrick
Robinson.
Henry did it. Derrick Henry did it already, so I'm not doubting him.
And I think
but
Jonathan Taylor could do it too. I'm not gonna lie. Now, when I say do it, I just mean hit 2,000 yards.
I don't know, bro. Like I don't even know if his body can hold up for that kind of bulk load. He's been injury prone the last 2 years. I don't know,
I mean, can
but
you blame him? Look,
Behind
bro,
that
the
Philly
game
O
plan
line,
is to
I
just stack
think
the box.
it'll be
Hold
good.
on. First of
but
all,
I'm saying though, the
our
thing,
line way better than y'all's. Our line way better than y'all's, bro.
Huh? What are you talking about, bro?
Our line is way better than y'all's, bro.
I'm
Way
talking
better.
about Jonathan Taylor doing that with Philly's O line. What are you talking about?
Oh, I thought you said shitty O line. I was about to say,
Bro, you think I'm gonna call Quentin Nelson shitty, bro? Braden Smith,
I I was about to jump through this phone, bro. I was
Ryan
about to
Kelly, bro.
crash.
You think I don't know who on your O line, bro?
I was about to crash, bro. You my dog, but I was about to crash, bro.
man,
Yeah,
listen.
I mean,
All
he
I'm
only
saying is this,
averaged
man.
1 yard less per carry with a way weaker line, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest, bro. He could have did that shit, bro.
Who you talking about?
Jonathan Taylor, bro. He averaged 1 yard per carry less. He averaged 4.7 yards per carry behind the Colts,
Mm-hmm.
man. And that line
Being the
is
focal
Thing,
point.
like we could talk
here's
about Quentin
here's the thing
Nelson,
about it though, man.
but other than him, no.
Here's the thing about it. With Jameer Gibbs point, the reason why I say I'm not fully sold on it is because I mean, bro, the gap between the Eagles and the Detroit line, I don't think is that big. I really don't believe that. I think the Detroit line is if they not the if they're not the second best line in the league, they top 3 for sure. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they got a damn good offensive line, and that's on top of the fact they got good offensive coordination in terms of the play schemes and calls what they got from Ben Johnson. So you're dialing up plays that can give guys opportunities. And I get that Jameer Gibbs had to split carries more than Saquon did.
Bro,
But with that
he had
even being
over
the
100
case,
less touches than Barkley, bro.
you said what?
He had over 100 less touches than Barkley during the season, bro, and still
He
had more
easily
rushing.
would have got 600 yards with those 100 touches too.
That's I mean, again, that's fine and all if you believe that, but I'm not a believer of that game. I'm not. I think if you're telling me he get 1,800, for sure, I'm here for it. But 2,000, I don't know, gang. I mean, I watched Jameer Gibbs some games get put out the game because he just wasn't being not the boat, but the workhorse they thought he could be coming out of Bama. I mean, it's a reason why David Montgomery is getting the split carries he's getting, and why Jameer Gibbs they just solidified the job until the end of last season when he went crazy. I would give him that. But I mean, throughout the thing with Barkley is the consistency throughout the entirety of the year. No other running back other than Derrick Henry last season showed that, and that's why I'm really like I don't know if I can give them that, bro. Because even with Bijan Robinson, who I think is the next closest, even with him, I mean, you had Tyler Algier take a lot of those big hits and big carries away from him. So could they sustain that kind of high level of play? Despite the fact they still gonna be getting 25 to almost 30 carries a game, I don't know because I haven't seen that for them throughout an entire season. Because the wear and tear matters through a season,
Oh,
bro.
for
It
sure,
does.
bro. For sure,
So
bro. And that's why I always
I
give
don't
Derrick
know.
Henry his credit because he's been like the biggest workhorse I've seen since the 90s, like when people only ran the ball for real. Like, bro, he would have been good in any era. All right. Like
The talent,
I can confidently say that. But what I'm gonna ask you is you said you don't think the difference between the Detroit Lions and the Eagles O line is that big, but when I watched both of them versus the Commanders back to back weeks, those lines look completely in different leagues, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like the Lions line was getting low key abused by the Commanders front, bro. Like they're that first half was brutal for the
I
Lions
mean, yeah,
offensive
they had
line.
a bad game for sure. I mean,
They
but
had worse than a bad game, bro. They had the worst game
yeah,
of
they
their
had a
season.
horrible game. Yeah,
So when I
I'm not gonna
when I
deny
look
that.
at that, bro, when I look at that, like I'm gonna be honest, there was a little bit of a difference, like and it was low key kind of clear.
I mean,
Low key.
the thing to me is if you're speaking on the pass blocking perspective, I can agree with that completely. But we're talking about opening gaps and running lanes. I don't think the gap is just that big between them. If we're talking about running lanes and opening holes for your running back, I don't think the gap is that big between them. Now, if we're talking about pass blocking, then for sure the Eagles got it. That's why they're the best line in the league. But the run, I mean, I mean, when you go back and watch that game, man, when Jahmyr Gibbs had a good game, it's a lot of open lanes, bro. Like
Right, of
he's
course,
not
bro.
he's
I'm
not
not.
creating chicken soup out of chicken shit. Like he's
Listen,
not.
bro. I literally already said that in my thing when I said that he would have hit the gaps better because he's faster than Barkley, but he wasn't breaking tackles like Barkley was breaking. But my whole thing is, on top of Barkley just being the more talented runner, he also has the better wideouts, drawing attention, the better line. You know what I'm saying? Arguably better tight end and definitely the better quarterback. So I feel like also the offense around him helps keep it hard for teams to just, you know what I mean, focus in more on him compared to the Lions because, you know, they got Amon Ra, but Williams is a little bit inconsistent. Jameson Williams.
Yeah,
Laporta's
Jamo, yeah.
Laporta's inconsistent.
And not to mention Saquon. I mean, Jalen Hurts takes a lot of the pressure off Saquon in the backfield because Jalen Hurts is an immediate threat to run.
Yeah, that
No
too.
one is
So
worried. No one is worried about Jared Goff breaking. If he break for 90, you'll live with that.
Or Kirk Cousins.
I also think the situations matter. So like I think anyone in the top five would have been able to hit 2,000. I'm not gonna lie behind on that Eagles team, and
Man,
I think Henry would have been. I think Henry would have had a better season than Barkley,
T, I ain't gonna lie. I
in my
think you could
opinion.
get 15. I think you could get 15 behind that line, T.
Yeah, you're
That
going.
nigga
Yeah,
said
you're.
15. That's crazy. I don't know, gang.
I would have ran.
Hey,
I'd have ran for 15,000 behind that line. Well,
nigga said 15,000.
I'd
That's
have put up a
crazy.
whole career in that 1 year and retired.
My boy Will would have been bruised up, man.
I'd have been
Oh, God.
first team all NFL, bro.
That boy, that boy would have been first team all NFL and retired the next season. Like I can't do it no more.
First team
Everything.
CTE, first team concussion, first team torn ligament.
Oh God. Every first
First
team,
team.
everything on the injury report. First thing in NFL history to be the only long lasting injury report on that bitch every week.
Hey yo.
But yeah, man. I mean, I'm not listen, man. I'm not gonna doubt that them boys are capable. I think they are capable because I think all of them are immensely talented. But
I do
it's
I
just
do respect
I
I
just gotta
respect the
see. I
stance,
just
bro.
have to see it, man. Like
Yeah, yeah. I feel
it's
you.
like I'm giving y'all an example. It's just like with LeBron and people were saying when Russell Westbrook averaged the triple doubles and shit like that, and everyone was saying, well, we know other players are capable of doing it. LeBron could do it. They said Jokic could do it. They're not doing it. That's the problem. Like if we're saying they could do it, I still have to see them do it to know they can do it. And for me, that's what it comes down to because it's like I know the talent is there, but like we always seen in sports, the talent don't always equals the production we believe that should come with it. Like that's always happened. So I just got to see it out of them, man. But
So let me
I
when
will
you
give
when
it.
you said that when you said the Russell Westbrook triple double thing, are you saying like LeBron and Jokic? Are
Hmm?
you asking like can they average a triple double
I
No,
or
I'm
think.
can
not
they do
saying
what Russell
I'm
Westbrook
not
did
doubting.
specifically?
Hmm.
I'm not doubting that they can't do it. What I'm saying is if we're going to say that someone can replicate something else someone can do or has
You can put it in
done,
the same.
I still
Hmm.
have to see that person do it in order to say they can do exactly what that person did. That's at
Okay,
least
all
that's
right,
what I
cool.
believe. Because
Because I was
because
gonna say
I'm
I
not
think
talking about
Jokic should
wins
do it for sure.
losses. I'm not talking about like wins losses or anything like that. We're not talking about just putting someone on a team and whether or not are they better or worse. We're talking about can they have the same exact elite historic production. And I think that's something that you have to see a person do something historically great in order to believe they could do that. Because everyone can't go the whole season and have the amount of carries Saquon Barkley had and still maintain their body the way he did. Everyone can't do that.
Hmm.
So
right.
we still have to take that in consideration. So that's why I said it's kind of iffy for me. I'm not doubting their talent because I think Jahmyr Gibbs, when it's all said and done, I think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to finish in the league a top 3 running back in terms of like the league he will be in. Like I think he'll be one of the better overall running backs the
Right.
game of this generation has seen. But I can't give him that pedestal yet because I just haven't seen him produce to that level. I just have to see it.
You
Okay,
know he only
AT. So
averaged 0.2 yards less than Barkley.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
listen. I ain't
5.4 to
denying the brother. The
5.6.
nigga could play, but it's like when you got someone that could take away carries from you and keep your legs fresh, it's a way different game. And that's what I was telling Gino when we was arguing about. 'Cause I think we was arguing about Bijan and Jahmyr Gibbs, who was better than who, and I was saying like. I know Tyler Algier takes a lot of the shit away from Bijan Robinson, but when they get on the goal lines, when they get the nitty gritty, Bijan is
You
the
know who
guy.
they're putting in. Yeah, you know who they're putting in. Yeah.
So you can't say the same for Jahmyr. He's not taking the beatings that David Montgomery is taking. And if he gets to the point where he has to start taking those carries, then if the production can stay steadily and consistent, I'll give it to him. But when you got fresh legs and you're getting 12 to 15 carries a game, gang, I mean, it's a little bit more challenging when you are the guy versus being a committee. You feel me? Like it's a little more
Yeah, bro. I
challenging.
respect it. I respect it.
hey, let me ask y'all something then before we head out. What's
You had cut out, bro.
any
What's a
sport,
what?
any player, or all-time sports take you willing to die on? Like you know how they say I'm
Breeze,
gonna
you
die
gotta
on this hill.
re-say that, bro. You cut out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hear you
Yeah.
now.
restart.
I said what's an all-time sports hill or sports take that you're willing to die?
That you willing to die on?
Yeah, like you know how they say I'll die on this hill. Like theoretically speaking, it's a figure of speech.
Yeah. I get you.
Any sport, any player,
Mm,
any scenario. What y'all think? I just want to hear y'all takes on it.
I'm gonna piss people off with mine. I know I am.
Go ahead, bro.
I mean, I said this maybe 3 years ago, and rest in peace to the man before I
Oh,
get into anything.
oh,
he finna
So
say LeBron. He finna say LeBron.
I'm not gonna say nothing about
go
LeBron,
ahead.
bro. I
Go
ain't gonna say
ahead.
He
nothing
Go
about
finna say
ahead.
LeBron.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna say nothing about
No, you're
Bron, but
not.
All right.
rest in peace to the man before I speak on the man. But I think the argument that Kobe Bryant is a top
I
5
knew
player
you
all
was gonna say
time,
that,
I
bro.
think is
I knew you
fucking
was gonna say that.
terrible. I think it's terrible.
Bro,
I don't think.
let Kobe rest in peace, bro.
Listen, that's why I said what I said first. That's why this is nothing against Kobe, bro. I believe this before the man passed, and God rest his soul, him and his daughter. But man, the people that try to convince me that Kobe is a top 5 player, it absolutely baffles me, dog. I'm not gonna lie, it does, because I just don't think it's an argument. I really don't. And listen, I get it, the Mamba mentality, the work hard, the drive, the
Right.
ambition to be great, the hardest work on the court. That shit sounds beautiful. But when you get on the court, it's not. He's not one of the 5 best players this game has seen, in my opinion. He's just not.
Yeah, I'm not
And
mad at you, bro. I'm a Kobe fan, bro. I'm not mad at you. You know what I
That's
I
mean?
don't
that's
think
fair
Kobe
take,
top
bro.
5 either.
But
yeah,
That's
he definitely is. He definitely is the second best shooting guard ever, though.
Not
Yes.
definitely.
oh
oh
yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
without a doubt.
But
That goes
but
without
my
saying.
thing is, do y'all think shooting guard is the weakest position, like historically
Yeah,
in
I do.
basketball?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
I thought so too. Like you take the top 4 or 5 names, and after that it gets really lackluster compared to the other positions. So it's like,
I mean, one of
You
the
said the
reasons
top what
why you
names?
top 4 or 5 names.
Okay.
The
But the
reason
crazy
why I
thing
think
is,
it's the weakest position is because it's pretty much a consensus of who is the pecking order. Like you got MJ, Kobe, D Wade, and some people say James Harden, some people say AI. Like it's like
don't ever say James Harden, bro.
no,
No,
James Harden, that's
what?
top five
Wait,
shooting
wait,
guard,
what?
bro.
What you mean, bro?
He's
What
Definitely
you
a top
mean,
5.
bro?
he's not
He's a
definitely
better
top.
top
than
five
AI,
shooting
bro.
guard.
He's not better than who?
AI, bro.
Oh,
Wait,
that's a
wait,
scorching
wait,
take. That's an infernal
wait,
take. We'll
wait,
just set the
Get that
podcast on
free throw
fire.
merchant out of here, bro.
wait. Hold
Oh
on.
my God.
Time
Oh
out.
my Lord,
Wait,
have
hold the
mercy.
fuck on.
Hey,
James Harden not better than who? Allen
me and Will,
Giannis,
Iverson?
Allen
me and Will
Iverson.
just butt heads earlier, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you, game. James Harden do everything better than Allen Iverson. I'm not even gonna hold you. I mean everything. Like that, it's not even to me. It's not
Except
even
playing the
debatable.
playoffs. Except playing the playoffs when it matters. But I know you don't care about. I know you don't.
Hold on,
I
wait,
know you
time
don't
out.
care about playoff success, bro. You just care about the
No.
numbers.
I never
Bro.
said that. But let's be fair.
Winning don't matter, bro. As
Let's
long
be
as you put
fair.
up good numbers.
Let's be fair. James Harden, by his lonesome, had pushed the best team in the league by far to 7 games, and he could have won that series until Chris Paul got hurt. I mean,
Yeah,
let's
Chris
be
Paul got
fair.
That's
hurt. And then
facts.
what did he do, bro? What did he do when Chris Paul got hurt, bro?
You can't do
He
nothing when you
won
the
game
only
6.
focal point of the game.
He won game 6 and he lost game 7. He played ass in game 7. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
He
he
was
did.
shit.
You want to know
He
why?
was
Because the
shit.
pressure was
I'll
on,
give you
bro.
that.
Bro, he's
Let's
a
not talk like
folder, bro.
Allen Iverson wasn't no shot chucker too now. Allen Iverson
Bro,
had
he's
some
a
terrible
bro.
shooting splits.
James Harden is fresh
AI is
laundry,
living
bro.
off. AI is living off one game beating the Lakers in the finals, bro.
Bro, no, AI is living off the fact that he's better than Harden, bro. Go check
Bro,
their playoff resumes, bro.
He's not better than
MVPs.
Bro, James Harden
Both-
has one series where he didn't choke, bro. Like one season where he didn't choke in the playoffs, bro. And you can
both
only say that's the
MVPs.
year. You can only say that's the year when he had Chris Paul. And the only reason he was going crazy like that is because Chris Paul, bro. Because Chris Paul's IQ, bro. He had that team set up a whole different way, bro.
I don't know, bro. I don't know about that
Getting
one.
to
I
their
don't know
spots
about
better. They
that
were
one,
way more
man.
efficient that year. What are you talking about? Getting to their spots
I don't
better.
know, bro.
Taking
I
better
think
shots.
that wasn't the best we've ever seen James Harden. The best
That
we've
was
ever
the best
seen
we ever
James
seen
Harden
James
was his
Harden, but
first
that
2
was the
years
best
with
we ever
Houston.
seen the team around him. The Rockets
I
team.
mean, I guess you could say that, but
Nah, you ain't
I
no
just
guess, bro. Ain't no guess.
I don't
What
know,
I
I
will
man.
think
say,
James Harden was the
can't
driving force of
agree.
that franchise.
bro, James Harden was the
The
driving force of
driving
the
force. That
regular
man was
season,
the
bro.
whole car. That man was the whole
Yeah.
car.
I
Can we even
mean, listen,
compare
man.
Clint Capella to Mutombo? Because Iverson had Mutombo. Iverson had Eric Snow, who I think was not Eric Snow. I forgot his bench player name. Who was a 6th man of the year. Iverson had a bunch of players that were highly touted defensive wise. James Harden had, I think, PJ Tucker. He's solid defensively. Chris
Let me say
Don't
Paul.
he's
forget
solid
he had a coach.
defensively,
He
bro.
had don't forget. Hey, a lot of people forget. Don't forget he had coach of the year too on his as a head coach now. A lot of people
You
forget
talking about
that.
D'Antoni? D'Antoni? No, D'Antoni didn't win Coach of the Year with the Rockets.
No, I'm not talking. I'm talking
I'm
about
talking about
Allen
I'm talking about
Iverson.
AI.
Mm-hmm.
Coaching matter, man. I think a lot of people be
I'm just
discounting coaching, man.
Oh,
Especially in
dang,
basketball.
we'll set the podcast on fire. I was just finna say, without all the off-field shenanigans, I think Josh Gordon would have been right there with Randy Moss as far as one of the best we ever seen.
Oh my
Nah,
god, bro.
Who?
Can you
man.
Josh
chill,
Gordon.
bro? You mean Mr. 7
Hey,
games in his
listen,
entire
listen,
career? Fuck no.
listen,
I said
listen.
without the
Larry,
off-field shenanigans, without the
listen,
drugs, all that stuff, bro. Man was a
Bro,
listen.
baller,
how
bro.
do you know, bro?
Larry know how big of a Josh Gordon fan I am, man. That was my guy, boy. I tell you, ever since Baylor, nigga, I was a huge Josh Gordon guy. But ain't no way in hell he would have ever been in the breath of Randy Moss.
Bro, all I'm gonna say is Pittsburgh
It never
was
would have happened.
smacking him up. When he came to Pittsburgh and when we went to Cleveland, smacking him up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Don't get me wrong. That boy, he had a
could ball,
chance to
though.
be one of the
Oh, yeah.
ones. He had a chance. But to say he could have been in the same league as an undisputed top 3 receiver, I'm not giving him that.
you can't never say
giving
that.
him that.
Unless
he wouldn't, even if he would have stayed on his projected career path, he would have been better than AB.
The only receiver I'll ever say could have been arguably the GOAT with a short career is Sterling Sharp. The only receiver I'll ever say that.
Calvin Johnson.
Calvin is the GOAT, but that's another discussion another day.
He might be the most talented, but GOAT requires production, bro, and he just sadly.
My boy played for Detroit.
Bro, it don't matter, bro.
Yeah, but y'all just said Barry Sanders was the best running back. A lot of y'all just
Bro, when he retired, he was what, the second leading rusher in NFL history?
And Calvin Johnson has a record that no one will ever break.
Bro, but Calvin Johnson, okay, bro. All right, so one season equals best ever. So then Cooper Kupp is what, the best receiver of all time, bro?
Who?
Cooper Kupp after his year, bro.
Nah, but he had one of the best receiving years.
He had the best receiving year.
Yeah,
I mean, you can argue that. Yeah.
Triple crown, Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl ring.
Hold on, before we get too far, I actually wanted to ask y'all: do y'all think Saquon Barkley can run for 2,000 yards again this season coming up?
Nah.
Why?
I think he can.
I think
What changed offensively?
I think
Well,
production
Kellen
is gonna
Moore
slow
left.
down.
Kellen Moore left.
I think production is gonna slow down, and I
Why?
think. I mean, you know, when you have a season like that, I think teams kind of like figure out what you got and what you do. That's your favorite thing to do. I think Jalen Hurts is gonna have a more productive passing year because I think teams are gonna go all out trying to stop Saquon
Bro, how
on
can
the
you go
offensive
out
side.
and stop a guy who don't get touched until he's 5 yards down the field, bro? Like,
You know, stacking the box, forcing
I
the
think a
quarterback
lot
to
of teams are
pass.
going to try to
That's why I
replicate
said I
what
think
the
Jalen
Chiefs
Hurts is
did.
gonna have a better passing year next year. I don't
So
think teams are
what you
gonna
saying?
allow
Hurts first
Saquon
team All Pro.
Barkley.
bro, no. If they try to rely on Jalen Hurts, bro, that team is going down, bro.
That
I'm gonna just keep it a stack, bro.
that's,
Just
I'm not
don't
letting
What you
even
saying,
care.
bro?
I'm not letting Saquon have another 2K yard season if I'm the other 31 teams, bro.
That's
Hey
fair.
Larry, Hurts
So,
first team
question:
All Pro.
huh?
Who?
Hurts first team All Pro.
Bro, stop
I
it.
ain't saying that, but I'm just saying he's gonna have to throw the ball more. That's it.
Question: If Saquon Barkley has another 2,000 yard year, what does that mean? Like,
Hey,
where does he
that's
rank? Like, what
that's
is?
top 10, top 5.
It gotta be past top 10. I mean, 2,000 yard years back to two 2,000 yard years back to back is
Y'all, hold
just,
on. Y'all said he'll be top 5 in another 2,000 yard season.
bro. As far as career achievements go, bro, it gotta be arguable. I mean, come on, bro. You was just talking about Calvin Johnson being the GOAT, bro.
So who you taking out to put him in? That's like who's
Bro,
the
I don't know,
argument?
but that's the conversation to have. I mean, you have who? Gail Sayers
See,
top
back to
five. Get
back
that
2,000
nigga the
yard
fuck
No,
out
I
of
season,
didn't
here,
say
see,
Gale
back
Sayers.
to
I
back
said Gale
2,000.
bro.
Sayers was. I think Gale Sayers was. Hold on, let me go back down there.
You did have Gail Sayers in your top 10.
He had him in his
Yeah, my
top
top
five.
You
I'm
10,
and
not
sure.
Quincy.
5, not
I'm pretty sure
5.
you had
It
Gail
was
Sayers
top
at 5,
5.
bro.
I was
Bro,
about to
you had
say
Gail Sayers high, bro.
Yeah, like 7 or 8. Yeah.
You and Quincy had Gail Sayers.
Well,
Let
no,
me go
don't
back to
talk
my
about
list because I
Quincy,
don't
bro.
remember having Gale Sayers in no top 5 game.
We don't never talk about Quincy, bro. Don't ever talk about Quincy, bro.
Let me look at.
That
Hey,
nigga's
shout out
like
to my
he's
boy
like
Q, man. Shout out to
bro. He's
Q.
like Bruno, bro. We don't talk about Quincy. He's like Voldemort. Don't even say his name. Like he gonna pop up in the chat.
I ain't got the list no more. I must have deleted it.
Bro, I swear, bro. If you didn't have
I don't
Gail
remember
Sayers,
saying Gale Sayers though, gang. I ain't gonna lie.
I know you. You said Walter Payton, Barry
I
Sanders.
put OJ real high. That's who I put high.
Yeah, you put OJ 3.
OJ was third, yeah.
I don't
Then you
remember
Everybody
putting
had
had.
Gail
Gale
Sayers at
Sayers that high,
6.
Hey
Then
gang.
Will.
I think, huh? What you say, Breeze?
Hey Will. Bleacher Report say the Steelers are high on Will Howard. The Bleacher Report say the Steelers are high on Will Howard
Bro,
and
stop
Jackson
talking to
Dart.
me, bro. Bro, stop talking to me right now, bro.
No, bro, I'm serious, bro. I'm dead
Bro,
serious.
can I enjoy my night, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think you said
Bro, you
Will
start talking
Howard.
about some fucking Will Howard, bro. He's not even a real Will, bro. Don't put him in no conversation with me, bro.
They
We
gotta go
rooting
get a
for Dart,
quarterback
man.
though.
Dart gonna be the
I'm
Oh,
okay
Will,
with
that's
taking
crazy.
Dart,
Dart
but
gonna be
That's
he's
the
not
next
gonna
crazy.
pick
be
for
That
the
there.
boy said
By
he
the
draft.
not
time the
even a
Steelers
real
pick,
Will.
yeah, he's like
Nigga said he
what
not
Will
even his
Smith.
real name. That's
Yeah,
insane, bro.
he's what
Now
Will
Will
Smith.
Howard is dog shit. So
Bro, dog shit
I
is a
know
compliment,
he
bro.
crazy. I know he terrible. Trust me, I know. But for him to say
I
that
would
boy not
be
even a real Will is crazy.
yeah, he's with Will Smith, bro. We do not claim them niggas, bro. I promise you. I would be okay with taking Dart, but
I'm
he's not gonna
saying,
be
man,
there when we get there. He's probably going to Oakland, if I had to guess. Like,
my, my boy Poison Dart gonna look good in black and gold, man.
no, he's not, bro. He's gonna be terrible there because they got no O line, bro.
Yeah, that's
Just
crazy.
watch,
But
bro. I'm telling you, 2 yards to Austin, and DK and GP beating up the ref.
we're gonna see how that George Pickens and DK combo go. Matter of fact, hold on. Before we end the show, man,
I think that's
Oh
gonna
my
actually be a good combo,
god,
bro.
bro,
I gotta
That's gonna
ask
be a
y'all
good
this. I gotta
combo.
ask y'all this.
bro.
We gotta do a would you rather now for the
Leave
new
us
receiver
alone,
deal.
bro.
We gotta do a would you rather. And I'm gonna start with this one. So would you rather Puka Nakua or Devontae Adams receiver duo edition? First
With DK and
duo up.
George Pickens.
First duo
Bro,
up. DK George Pickens.
DK and George Pickens, man. DK and George Pickens and Ford, man. Stop it.
Give me Puka and Devontae Adams, bro.
Who you got,
Yeah,
Breeze?
I gotta take Puka and Tay, man. I gotta take Puka and Tay because them niggas got level heads, bro.
Yeah, I'm taking them because they're
Bro,
better at
DK and
football.
and GP is gonna catch them in the locker room, whoop them. They ain't even gonna be able to play. Like,
Bro, I just want to shout that out real quick, bro. Like the Steelers picking DK Metcalf up, bro. Like that's gonna be
bro,
good for the run game too, bro.
fuck all that, bro. What is their obsession with mentally unstable wide receivers, bro? Why do they do this to me? Like,
Oh,
what is wrong with these
that's the
people,
prototype,
bro?
bro.
That's setting
Bro,
precedent,
That's
bro.
the
bro, they don't
prototype.
care about nothing else. As long as you're a crash out, you're gonna get drafted by the Steelers,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. You see, Antonio
Hines
Brown college
Ward.
picture. That boy looked like
Bro,
he was on the that powder.
bro, this shit's
Hines Ward,
embarrassing.
my
Yeah,
boy Plaxico. Plaxico ended up shooting
Let's
himself in
go,
the
Burris.
Burris from
Hey,
left, bro.
Plaxico
that was
Nah,
Burris
hilarious.
was a
Hines
crash
Ward.
out, bro.
Hines Ward was a crash out, but just he was
On the
on the other
field.
end. Yeah,
Yeah, he was on the
he was
field
on the
doing it.
other end of the spectrum of crash out.
Yeah, but next duel we got, man. We got Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison.
Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison.
Versus who? DK and GP?
No,
Nah,
versus
versus
Devontae Adams and
Puka
Puka
and
Nacua.
Devontae
Oh,
Adams.
give me Jettis and Addison.
Mm.
Yeah, I gotta go Jettison Addison.
It's Jettis,
Mm.
bro. Like,
But I ain't
it's
gonna lie, bro. The
Jettis.
Vikings got the clear best receiver here. Like, we can talk all we want about how good Devontae Adams is. I mean, Justin Jefferson has been the best receiver in the league since he's been drafted. You can say
Mhm.
Jamar Chase
I
because
hope
of
you
this
hear that
year.
again, T.
Cool.
Yeah, okay.
You can say Jamar Chase because of this year, cool. But every other year, Justin Jefferson has been better than him. So,
Mhm.
in my opinion, he's still the best receiver in the league until he's consistently off the top.
Mhm.
Hey, shout
And
out to
then
That's
Minnesota
cool.
I
though,
think
bro.
Jordan Addison he's not as good as Puka, but I don't think the drop off is significant enough for me to take the Rams. I'm gonna just be honest.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm taking the Rams.
I know you
Nah,
are
you capping,
because
bro.
you
You
I'm not
capping.
gonna lie,
because
bro.
you're
I'm
not a
not
Devontae
gonna
Adams
lie,
fan,
bro.
bro.
You're
Hey,
capping,
look,
bro.
listen.
Cause bro,
The gap.
bro,
You're
I think
capping, T.
I think the gap between Puka and Jordan Addison is a significant gap. I'm not gonna hold you.
That's crazy.
That's wild, bro.
What were
What
their
Are
are
you
numbers? Hold on a
what?
second. What were their
Hold
numbers
on,
this year?
wait.
What
Are
were their
y'all
numbers
forgetting
this year?
Puka Nacua just had a historic season, 2 straight years? Are we forgetting that? Bro, Jordan Addison
fuck
is
all that, bro.
Jordan
Fuck all that
Addison can
historic
play.
season shit. Bro,
You said
how
what?
is he gonna have a historic season with Justin Jefferson on the other side of him, bro?
I'm not saying he gonna have a
bro.
historic season.
Right.
What I'm
So
saying
you
is Jordan,
making up you're
But you
comparing
saying the
accomplishments for
drop
that season
off
year?
is
the drop off is because Puka is the better player,
Bro,
significantly.
Not even.
He
Addison's the
came
better
in.
route
Cooper's
runner.
declining,
significantly?
bro. Bro,
Addison's
Cooper
the
Yes,
better
Cup is
route
he
runner.
declined.
came in. He came in and took the one spot from Cooper Cup. Like, are we forgetting that? The
And
same
Cooper
nigga
Kupp
we
was
just said
injured.
had the best receiver season
Bro,
of all time. That's y'all just said
because
that.
bro, dudes like Cooper Cup get banged up, bro. Dudes like him,
Even
Julian
when
Edelman,
he
they all get
came back
whacked, bro.
healthy, Briz, he still was the one. He still was the
Because he's
Because
one.
not in,
because
bro.
the
He's
rapport
not
was there, bro.
okay.
The rapport
Right,
was
bro.
there. Matt
Thank you, bro.
Stafford
Like
got hooked
he's
up with
acting
him,
like
bro.
this is first year ever watching football. Like,
The
come on now,
Like,
rapport,
bro,
yeah, he played with Cup for
bro,
2 seasons before Puka.
bro.
I mean,
It's
before
different
Puka
when you're
got
in the
there.
middle of a
bro.
season and a guy just
Okay,
comes back from injury, bro. You
Yeah,
gotta work your
so
way.
what the fuck happened to their chemistry? It just died? Like, what are y'all talking about?
No, bro, but Cup wasn't the same player when he
bro.
first came back, bro. He was slow. He was in and out of his breaks at
He's
different
always
timing,
been slow. He's never
bro.
been fast.
Bro, I didn't
He's
say,
always been a
Bro, he
okay,
technician
hasn't
bro.
been
that's
that
never
slow
been
as he
injured.
was, bro.
Like, what are we talking about?
Bro, you're making
What
any
Cup?
excuse,
Whoa,
bro.
Bro,
what you just said, Breeze?
he hasn't been as slow as he was, bro. That injury robbed him of that little speed that he had, bro.
He never had speed. Never. He's never
Bro.
been no
He
Okay,
kind
did,
of
bro.
When
He,
he
he
elite.
ever
burnt the
had
Cowboys
speed,
though.
bro.
So
bro, he was
He
faster
burned
than he is
who?
now, bro. And
the
it's
Cowboys.
noticeable. He was noticeably
The
faster,
Cowboys? That's
bro.
what
The
you just said?
year, bro. Hold on, bro. Fuck all that. Y'all's going off topic. The year he had that season, and before that, he was noticeably faster than he is now. Than he's been like the past 2 years, bro. Like, let's be realistic here. Noticeably. Like, we
Is
don't
he
have to.
faster? Yes. Was he faster? Yes. But was he that's never been a strength of his game to the point where you can
Bro,
say that
but
decline
that's
is
not the
taken away from
point,
his
bro.
skill
That
set. It's not.
the point is he's not as good since Puka's been here that he was
Because
before,
Puka
bro.
is
The
taking the
injuries,
targets.
no, bro. The injuries, he's
No,
clearly a
Puka
different
is
player, bro.
taking the
You're
targets.
cap, bro. You're
That's
cap.
what happened.
You're cap.
That's what happened. That's literally what happened.
You're cap,
Puka
bro.
took the targets.
Bro,
He took the targets.
I promise you, if Cup never got injured, bro, he would have been that number one, bro. those leg injuries. You come on, bro. Like, can we not?
He
Can we
had
not?
leg injuries before Puka came. He still was that one. Even
All
with
right,
them
bro.
trading for Odell Beckham,
Okay, bro.
he
So
still was the one.
you don't think he looks noticeably different than he did?
I think he
His
lost
triple
his
Okay,
crown,
edges because a
yeah.
better receiver got drafted. That's what I think happened.
okay, bro.
The better receiver is Puka Nacua. Game like y'all think. Well, timeout. Y'all think okay? So what Puka ranked for y'all? What he ranked? Y'all think he top 10?
I say he was
Uh,
borderline top 10, like
So
11 or
y'all
12,
saying Jordan
13.
Addison is
nah,
borderline what?
no, nah. I didn't. I don't know if I. You know what? I don't know if I
Will
did.
had Puka top 10.
Okay, so we can
I
say
took him
okay.
out
Look,
of the
I
top
think
10,
it's fair
bro.
to say. I think it's fair to say Puka Nacua is arguably to 10 to 12, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
You had him
I don't.
top 10.
You
Nigga,
you
what
Bro,
you
had him
talking
top
I
about?
took
10.
him out, bro. I didn't even have time to write a list. I got off work and hopped right on the show.
Bro, listen. He's anywhere between 10 to 15. Is that fair?
That's cool.
Maybe. I don't know. Like,
Maybe. Okay, now we
Nah. 10
agree.
to 10 to 15 is good. 10 to 15 good.
So what Jordan Addison is? He's not 10 to 15.
nah, bro. But he's probably like 15 to 20.
16 to 20, 23.
He's 20 to 25 game. Let's stop this.
Oh my
He's
god,
20.
bro.
He's 20 to 25 game.
Bro,
Y'all
you're the
gotta
same
stop.
nigga who had Mike
Y'all
Evans
gotta
top 10,
stop,
bro.
bro.
I can't, bro. You had Mike
Y'all
Evans
gotta
like,
stop, bro. Y'all
bro.
know damn well
You
he's
had
not
Mike
no
Evans as like the
16.
6th or 7th best receiver, bro. Like, come on, can
Who?
you stop? Fuck
Who?
out of here, bro. You
Who?
nigga. You had Mike
Who?
Evans.
Nigga, who? I didn't hear the
Mike
name.
Evans.
Mike Evans is better than Jordan Addison.
Yeah.
Significantly better.
Bro, but he's not close. He's not close to the 6th or 7th best receiver. But that's what I'm saying. How are you even ranking
Mike
these
Evans is
receivers, bro?
closer to 6 or 7 than Jordan Addison is 15 to 20.
Cap, super cap,
What
bro.
the fuck? No, you is capping. Oh
Wait,
Bro,
what
my
you just
God.
said, bro? What you just said?
Mike Evans is closer to 6 to 7 than Jordan Addison is 15 to 20. He is. He's closer to 6 to 7
I
than
agree with
Jordan
that.
Addison is 15 to 20. Exactly. He's
I agree
closer
with
to
that.
that than Jordan Addison is.
Hold on a
I agree
second.
with that.
Hold on a second. Don't go
Like, even
nowhere
if
yet.
you don't think he's
Will,
that.
you taking Addison or Devontae Smith?
Bro, come on, bro. What are you saying right
I'm
now?
Smitty
asking.
is,
I'm at just
Smitty
answer
is
my question. I'm
clearly
asking.
better. He's clearly better.
Are you taking Waddle or Addison?
Okay, let me ask you a question, T. What sounds better? 79 receptions, 990 yards, 12.5 average, and 3 TDs, or 63 receptions, 875 yards, 13.9 receptions, and 9 TDs?
Okay. The first one sounds better.
No, it doesn't, bro. You're fucking lying, bro.
It does
You
sound better.
How does
Yes,
it
it
sound
does.
better, bro? It's a lower average as the number one, bro. A lower
You
average as the number
know,
one
Puka
receiver.
missed 6 games, right?
So he also can't even stay healthy.
He missed 6 games, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
So he
Like,
can't stay healthy either.
he was healthy all last season and had a historic season. I mean, not last season, the year before last, his rookie year. He got injuries are a part of the game. People are going to get hurt. Like, yeah, he missed time one season. Yeah, that don't make him an injury-prone player now. The man got hurt 1 year. His first year, he played all
Bro,
17.
Jordan Addison has 10 more TDs in his career than Puka.
That's cool. He's not better. You know who else got more TDs than who? Fucking damn. What we just talked about last week with the running backs. We just talked about how Emmitt Smith got more yards, TDs, and all this shit than Barry Sanders and all these other guys, and we're not taking Emmitt
that would
over
make
them.
sense if they didn't play different amount of years. They both came in last year. Puka
Okay.
went to a better offense with a better quarterback. Well, not better offense, but a better coach, arguably.
Okay.
In your opinion, definitely.
Yeah, Sean McVay a top 5 coach.
Right. So he came in with a better coach and a better quarterback.
Okay.
As the number one, and don't have more TDs and barely has more yards, bro. Like,
first of all, again, he missed damn near a fourth of the season. He missed a third of the season.
Bro, he averages 0.1 more yards per reception, bro.
Will, he missed 6 games. You're dismissing the fact that he missed 6 games.
What that got to do with your average?
It has everything to do with it because you're taking away from the possible production. What are you talking about?
Okay, bro.
I'm saying, like, is that not the truth? Like, Is he going to be worse than 6 more games? I'm confused. And then on top of that fact, we're forgetting that the nigga literally came in and took y'all saying he is the one. He took the 1 spot. He took that shit from Cooper Kupp.
Bro, as
He
a number
was the
one,
better
bro.
player.
If you're bro.
He took the 1 spot from Kupp. He did. He took the 1 spot.
All I'm gonna say is, when I see someone who can't stay healthy, it's a red flag to me. He can't stay healthy.
Gang, he's been in the league 2 years. You can't say he's an injury-prone player after 2 years. He got hurt once.
I didn't say he was injury-prone, but it's clear he can't stay healthy.
It's been 1 injury in 2 years. Like, what are we saying? How's that mean he can't stay healthy?
You just say he missed what, 7? He missed 7. You say he missed what, 7 games?
6
He
games.
missed 6 games. He missed 6 games.
Bro, he missed over a third of the season.
Well, it's year 2. I can see if this was year 10 and he done missed. I can see if we was talking about Christian McCaffrey, but we're talking about a second-year player who played his entirety of his first season and missed a chunk of the season this year because of a bad hit. Like, we're not talking about a guy
he averaged 12.5 yards per reception this year.
And that's fine. I'm not saying the nigga was spectacular this year.
And he had 3 TDs, bro.
I'm not saying the man was spectacular this year. I'm
bro,
saying he's better than Jordan Addison.
Historic years and shit, bro. And he's the
he had a historic rookie season. He did.
Yeah, and then he wasn't special.
And Jordan Addison has never been ever in his career ever to play up to that level. Not even close. He's never been able.
Bro, I promise you, Puka wouldn't put up the numbers Addison got if he was playing.
Nigga, are you crazy? What? Oh my god! If Puka went to the Vikings right now and he swapped with Addison, he would still put up great numbers. Why? Because he's significantly better. That's why. That's it. That's like with. Oh, hold on, wait, time out. We're gonna end the show here. We're almost at 2 hours. But I'm gonna say this last point, and
let's finish the would you rather's real quick, bro.
That's what I'm saying. The last point.
Oh, okay. Got it.
The next receiver duo, I got Tyreek and Waddle.
Oh, give me Tyreek Waddle, bro.
Rams easy.
Tyreek Waddle.
Oh my god. I got the Rams, bro.
Give me Tyreek Waddle.
Easy.
I don't know about easy, but I got the Rams.
Devontae Adams is damn near right there with Tyreek, bro.
I think it's the same thing for me with Puka and Waddle.
And Puka's way better than Waddle.
I just
Puka's way better than Waddle.
I mean, Waddle's better than Addison too, but I mean, I guess
barely.
So wait, time out, Larry. You see this shit, right? He just said Puka not that much better than Addison, but he way better than Waddle. But Waddle better than Addison.
Listen, bro.
This shit is crazy.
You want to move? Listen, you want to move past it? I'm not arguing. Go ahead.
Oh hell, man! Hey, I got 2 more receiver duos. Next one, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith.
AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. Easy.
That's a tough one.
No, fucking ain't.
Nah, it is, bro. It is, bro. Give me Philly though.
Bro, you would take AJ over Devontae Adams, and you would take Smitty over Puka Nacua.
I'll take Puka over Smitty, bro.
Yeah, I'm taking Puka, but I would take the Eagles though. I would, because the gap now the gap between the two is not that big with them. It's not. They're pretty much
gap between
they right there.
Yeah, they neck and neck. And the last duo I got Higgins and Jamar Chase.
Oh, come on.
Ooh, give me Chase and Higgins, man.
Bro, Bengals, easy.
Yeah, now we talk about
that's the best duo in the league right there.
Yeah, now we talk about the best receiver in the league. Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
We already talked about him second.
Yeah, about 10 seconds ago. You're right. Yeah.
No, about 45.
The nigga with the stick on. Yep.
Nah.
You forgot the 8, bro.
The nigga who led the league like 3 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man.
Not a one season guy. Not someone who had to wait his turn. He had to wait in line.
I don't know about that, gang. I remember that boy being in the Super Bowl.
He had to wait. That boy being in the Super Bowl for 4 years. That's cool. What? So don't bring up Super Bowls, bro. Don't
I'm
bring up
just
Super
saying,
Bowls.
was he not the
Don't bring
number
up Super
one
Bowls.
as a
Don't bring up
rookie
Super Bowls.
on the
Don't
Super
bring
Bowl
up Super
team? Was he?
Bowls.
Hey, and my
Don't,
boy T. Higgins did play well in that Super Bowl as well.
bro.
He
T. Higgins
T
had
played
one
well.
big
He got
catch
away
that
with an
inflated his
egregious ass
stats. That
face
was an
mask too.
offensive pass interference and a face mask.
Yeah,
Hey man,
he got away with that one. He did.
touchdown.
That was bloody murder.
Yeah,
I saw that from the
he
TV
was on some
screen.
OJ shit that night. He was on some OJ shit. That shit was crazy. But hey, man, I'm just saying, man. I seen that guy come in, number one receiver as a rookie, go to a Super Bowl. I seen him come in, play well with the second string quarterback, and he just won a triple crown, man. I'm just saying, man. It looks real good. I'm just saying. But that'll be
Bro,
it for the
Justin
pod.
Jefferson just turned Sam Darnold into a franchise quarterback.
You know what? You're not wrong about that. So I will give you that talking point because that is true. I'm not gonna lie. But
Because low key, I ain't gonna lie, him and Browning are like low key the same player. Like when you watch them play, how they read, how they break down the arm strength, shit, damn near everything.
yeah,
Brown
Jay
the same
Brown
player.
and I ain't gonna lie, them boys low key provided for their families because Jay Browning got another contract because of that season. They need to pay them boys some of their money. I ain't gonna lie.
What you say? They kept them boys in business, bro.
They kept them boys families fed. I'm not gonna lie, they did.
Hey,
They owe them boys some money. But
yeah,
appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. We had, I think the highest the count got today was at 5 or 7. I can't remember. But the YouTube views been going up, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all
hell yeah,
keep
bro.
liking, keep subscribing.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, go ahead and hit the bell notification. Be notified when we go live. Follow on Facebook, TikTok. You know, I'm all over, man. LastWord Productions. Y'all boys got anything y'all want to say before we head out?
Yeah, bro. We should try to see it. I don't know. Can you stream it on TikTok too?
Yeah, I meant to start doing that, man, but I gotta download some software that I didn't have time to download because I've been busy with work. But I'm gonna do it tomorrow because I'm off tomorrow. I just gotta
And
download
then,
OBS again because I ain't got OBS right now.
oh yeah, bro. And then we up. All right, bro.
Oh
Take
yeah,
it
once
easy.
I do get on TikTok, we're gonna definitely be on there.
Oh yeah. All right, Brody.
All right, appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good night.
Yes, sir.